Let's see. Last session, the party which successfully killed Matrius Filion, the Lord of Darkmoore Harbor, and their nemesis. And on the corpse of Matrius Filion, the party dubbed themselves Snake Eater. And as I recall, they were able to loot his safe, retrieving from themselves a hefty 4,000 gold in gold bars. And they divvied it up, of course. And let's see, then I believe the party found they used the black box for the first time, trapping a guard soul within it. And then the party decided to wrap Lord Filion's body up in a tapestry. They wrote Snake Eater on it and left it at his back door for his guards to find. Oh yes, and how could I forget? Lai Hilbris took the soulless card, set it on Lord Filion's desk, and set it aflame. And that's where the party left off, returning to the inn, where Tumbles was awaiting their return.
Tumbles, hey buddy.
And let's see. So the party, you all rest up. I imagine have a good time enjoying your ill-gotten gains or well-gotten gains, however you view it. And when everybody wakes up the next morning, you see in the town paper this startling report. It's quite a big headline, in fact. Half of the Highwater District burned down in wildfire, centered from the Cold Shore Estate. Fire also caught into the middle class district. Lives lost is unsure, but many are now homeless. So
I look over at Rob. I should have not let you done that, should I?
Wait, like entire houses not burned?
Yes. They're all made of wood.
I've burned so many houses. I'm proud of myself.
What's the nice part?
He's proud of himself.
Hey,
Oh my god.
they were not just assholes, they were rich assholes. They needed to be taught a lesson.
The house.
Yes, taught a lesson about what materials to build their houses with.
Yes.
The houses that also probably contain their families. But hey.
They shouldn't have built it out of wood, that's all I'm saying. They should have built it out of stone. Or, you know.
But it's those part of town and they could afford it.
Exactly, it's the rich part. They should have been able to afford the best materials. That's what I'm saying. I'm just showing them the other ways. Next time, they'll think about it.
Alright then.
That was a bad.
You, sir, are bloodthirsty.
Sorry.
It could be.
But anyway, the party, each of you is now 1,000 gold richer. Unfortunately, Sakala couldn't join us today, but she and I will be going over this campaign at a different date. In the meantime, for this session, it's going to be less combat, less adventure, more of downtime and figuring out what to do with your loot. And this the game time itself is going to be a few months, I'd say, for this one session. And so you can tell me what you plan on doing with the gold, and I have a whole list of different shops and individuals you can spend that gold with how you would please. For now, let's see. Olimar, you had the biggest you had the biggest intention right now with rebuilding your village. Is that correct?
Connor, I'll be right back, so just skip me for a minute, okay?
Okay, sure thing.
Probably somewhere near 800.
Could you repeat that, Mel? I really can't hear you.
Oh, I said, Ryan said it cost me all my gold. I said it's probably going to cost me somewhere in the range of 800.
You'll have to see.
Like housing. I don't know. Well, I don't have a lot of people now.
Well,
We built as we win.
Let's see. Well, you didn't find many corpses, many ashy corpses in your in the ruins of your village. So, depending on how many people were there, you could be safe to bet that most of them were able to escape. So it's more of a matter of, well, getting the word out that you survived and you plan on rebuilding, and I'm sure many or some will return. But
There'd be someone I could pay to go get the word out.
certainly, in fact, you could probably get your trusty pal Tumbles to start searching out individuals, as his scent,
Okay.
as he is a wolf, and he would recognize them by scent.
Say, okay, go find our family.
Okay.
And wait, no, I don't do that yet.
Hey, Matt, if you could get like closer to the mic or somewhere that would
Oi.
make you better heard, it'd be appreciated.
How's this?
That sounds, yeah, a lot better. Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna wait to do that for now. I'm gonna get some stuff real quick. First, I need to find a blacksmith.
All right. So, as you would know, if y'all would look at the map that I sent y'all a while back, in the Merchants District, at the little circle that's running through the middle road, that is the Clock Tower Square, where the central clock tower in Darkmoore Harbor gives its time, or shows the town the time. And on that square is, in fact, one of the largest blacksmitheries in town and most successful ones. If I flip my pages quite loudly to get to that, you would know that that is the location of Bromson and Sons Blacksmithery.
Oh, I head over there. I'm gonna go ahead and try to commission 2 things.
All right. And as you make your... Sorry, can you repeat that?
Go ahead.
Oh, no.
I need to go ahead.
What were you going to say before that?
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and try to commission out some armor for my dog
Armor for your dog.
and
Mm-hmm.
a new bow.
A new bow. All right, then. As you make...
I've well, pretty well. It's not great.
Fair enough. So you make your way to the Clock Tower Square, and a large open-aired stone building dominates one side of the square. Attached to it are 2 adjacent stone buildings. All 3 of them are high-roofed, and each has its own smithy. The fire from each you can see gleaming out into the square. In the central building, the largest, you hear a loud clanging sound come from within. And I guess as you make your way inside inside of Bromson and Sons, you see a large human working at a massive forge towards the back of the room. From the ceiling hang pieces of armor, and various weapons from chain hooks, as if demonstrating the craftsmanship of the smith. The man at the forge turns to you. He is a mountain of a man, to say the least. He's 7 feet tall. He looks down at you and smiles. A smile erupts from his bristly beard. Good afternoon, my friend. What is it that I can help you on this beautiful day?
Well, I need 2 things.
List them away,
One-
please.
I need a bow. Something light but strong.
Ah, I see. Well, I am Jorg Bromson. I am the owner of this establishment. I myself handle many of the requests made, but my 2 children, Charlie, handles the weaponry, and my other child, Martin, he indicates to the building on the right, handles the armory. If you have a weapon in need, I recommend you go to Charlie.
I need armor, though, but not for me. And I kind of signal for Tumbles to come out from behind me for him.
The Jorg smiles and looks down curiously at the rather large wolf beside you. That's quite an impressive dog you have there? And you want armor for him?
Yeah.
Well, I would usually hand off armor requests to Martin, but this intrigues me. If you would, leave Tumbles, I believe his name is, leave Tumbles with me, and I'll measure him and get to work on his armor as soon as I can. Go speak to Charlie, and then when I make the measurements, I can discuss the cost of this armor.
Okay, thank you. I go over to Charlie.
All right, as you enter the second building, you hear once again the sound of a forge being worked, and at the forge instead is a tall human. It is a woman a incredibly muscled woman working it, who turns when she notices you. Ah, welcome. Is there anything welcome to Charlie's armory or weaponry? Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes, ma'am. I need a new bow. Something light but strong. Could you possibly make that for me?
Light but strong. What sort of bow are you looking for? It would be a short bow, a long bow, perhaps a great long bow. Okay. In that case, let's see. If you're looking for something, I can make you an exquisite longbow, which you would know out of character means it's a +1 bow. I can definitely make that for you. It will take me about a month to finish it. I assume you would like it to be an oaken bow, or is there a particular wood you were looking for?
Oak is fine.
All right then. Give me a second. I need to look something up. And then let's see. As for the price regarding your longbow, this will be. Let's see. For the price, she says that it will cost you a total of 100 gold for a exquisite wooden longbow.
Fair enough. All right.
So in that case, you hand over your gold to her, and she tells you, come back in a month, and I'll have it ready for you. All right.
Thank you very much.
There we go. All right. As you return to George's George's forge, you see he's petting Tubbs quite affectionately, playing with him. George notices you and stands up. Ah, it is a beautiful dog you have. I will be more than happy to make this beautiful animal a suit of armor. And I'll make sure it is quite sturdy as well. I'm thinking a half plate would suit him best. Good protection, but also not too encumbering. He waves his finger. Let's see. For a half plate armor, the usual price would be... He seems to think to himself as the DM looks up something else. And there we go. He says, usually a half plate is quite expensive. It's around 300 gold for a human. But for an animal such as this, I'd be happy to make it for, I'd say, 200 gold. 200 gold.
Okay. So I have to take over from Mel. Yes, to move it more. You told me to say okay to whatever price.
All right, 200 gold it is. Indicate that as Mel hands over the payments. So Mel is now at 300 gold, or 700 gold, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, wait. He spent 300.
Not trying to shortchange you, I promise. So in the meantime, while Mel does that, I guess let's go on to you, Ryan. I can list out different types of shops. Oh, welcome back, Brady.
Thanks.
I can list out the different types of shops for everybody so that y'all know where you can go. Unless there's something specific that you're looking for, or Iris would look for.
Mel told me about a class that has piqued my interest, so I guess are there any weapons shops around?
Certainly. Mel was He was at the blacksmithery, and there is Martin's he was currently at it. He was at Charlie's Weaponry. That is one of the main weapon shops in town. They have stuff available immediately, but they also do custom work. That, and you would also hear from rumors that there is a exotic weapon shop in town that sells rare weapons from across the world.
I do have one question, Connor.
Yes.
What was the name of the, it was Martin's what? Martin's Armory?
Martin's Armory.
Okay.
Both of these are simply attached to Bromson and Sons.
Yeah, I figured. That's what I was asking.
Okay. And so, there is a exotic weapon shop called Olimar's Exquisite Armaments that you could go to if you're looking for something a bit different. If not, Charlie's Weaponry can serve any need that any sort of individual would have.
So I'm thinking about this.
Olimar's Exquisite what?
Armaments.
I don't know what I'm saying. I need to go to the place that you got a custom made weapon, or there's an exotic weapon. They take a look at both. I'm gonna go to the exotic weapon shop first.
Alright then. Alright, as you make your way to the weapon shop, you ask various strangers how to get there, various passerbys how to get there, and eventually you arrive at a rather plain-looking one-story stone building. In front of the door is the sign written in a curling blue font, Olimar's Exquisite Armaments. And I guess you would enter then. And so you enter the shop. It is dimly lit, with various candles lighting a multitude of candles lighting the inside. These candles are scented, and they create a strange aroma that fills your nostrils. The inside of the shop, though dim, is covered in rugs, many rugs on the floor, tapestries, and other such cover the wall as well, insulating it quite securely. And you see multiple little glass cases lining the room, inside of which are weapons. In front of you, sitting on a large cushion, is a humanoid figure. Their clothes are strange, outlandish. These black robes cover the individual from head to toe, so that you can only see the individual's eyes. The humanoid is sharpening a strange-looking sword, and as you come in, and they look up at you.
Hi. I kind of heard about this place from, and I'm looking for a new weapon.
The individual says, come in, shut the door. You are most welcome here, friend. I am Olimar, and these are weapons I have picked up in my many travels. What can I do to interest you? What sort of weapon would you be interested in, good friend? What's that, sorry?
Oh, no, I'm actually talking to you right now.
Oh, okay. What were you saying, sorry?
Me and Mel are trying to figure out, so one of the classes I go is Samurai. Trying to find out what the blade would be called that looks like the katana, but I don't know if it's called something else in game or not.
I believe it is simply called a katana. Let me look it up for you real quick.
Yeah,
a katana is definitely it's a blade, in the game. So it's a 1d8 slashing weapon, it's versatile, it's a 1d10 weapon, and you can either use your dexterity or your strength with it.
Which would be good for me.
But if you want to become a samurai, you will have to receive
Samurai
training regarding it,
Yeah, no, but I was going to weapon shops to see if there's actually anybody who sells them, or if
Fair enough.
I had to get custom made.
I get you. Well, in your luck, you actually see the blade he is sharpening is a katana. It is a beautiful blade. The metal is sheer black, and the handle is red and white. The shopkeeper welcomes you in and says, "Tell me, what sort of weapons would you be interested in? I could show you them all, and you can choose from them, unless you have something in mind." The shopkeeper puts down the blade in front of him and steeples his fingers as he looks up at you.
I was actually quite interested in the blade that you were just sharpening.
You can see it from his eyes that the clothed figure smiles. Ah, you'd be interested in the blade of the samurai. It is. This is from my homeland, in fact, in the Great Western Desert. This was once my blade, when I worked as a merchant guard. This thing has saved me many times, but I think it's better for it to be used, for its purpose to be made, to be used by someone else, rather than to collect dust with me. I would be more than happy to sell this to you, my friend.
How much are you looking for?
For this blade, and it is a fine blade. You will not get anything like it here. This blade will cost you 75 gold. A reasonable price, I think, for such a cherished treasure.
Agreed. 75 gold it is.
All right. From behind the shopkeeper, from behind him, he pulls out a black sheath, which he gently slides the blade into, before offering it up to you in exchange for the money. So you now have a katana in your equipment.
Alright, see, I'm trying to do some math. I'm going to add 1,020, 75 gold, so 945.
Sounds good to me. Oh yeah, Olimar, what was your starting gold? Like, how much did you have?
1,012.
1,012, okay. And then how much did you have starting, Iris?
1,020.
1,020. And then, Brady, what is Lies starting? I'm just getting this now.
Somehow, even though I keep sacrificing money, I have the most. 1,024.
Oh my. Oh, that's right. You did open up a safe before. So 1,024. All right. Now in that case, Iris, you're now the proud owner of your own katana. Is there anything else you'd like to do before we go on to Brady's first bit?
I am going to acquire to see if you can train me with it.
All right.
Because I said I will have to be trained to be able to have the class.
The Olimar nods, seeming to think for a second. So you wish to be trained. That is understandable. The way of the katana is one that is very, very unique in war. But I would be willing to train you with it, for a price, of course. I would say, let's see, he seems to think. Since this is me out of the shopkeeper's character. Since this is going to take about a 3-month period, I think that would be an adequate time for you to kind of learn samurai and start the way the samurai and start going into that path. So I guess for 3 months, if we make it 100 gold each month, that would be quite good.
Consider it done.
All right. So he asks for the money up front. So remove 300 gold from your inventory.
All right.
And essentially, now your character is being trained the way of the samurai, and we'll just make it official now. So you are a samurai fighter. And everybody was kung fu fighting. And then let's see.
And fast as lightning.
And so now, I guess we're here, since Mel is back, I'm going to list out all the different shops that I have prepared. And so there is a horse stable.
Is this all in the Merchants District?
Most of them are in the Merchants.
Okay.
Some are in the dock markets, whereas others, for example, the horse and carriage shop is actually at the west gate. So, but every time y'all want to go to one, I'll mention where it is in the city. So there is a horse and carriage shop. There is a fine jewelry shop. There is, well, that's going to be later. There is a map shop. Then we have, and then we also have a alchemy and elixir shop.
Did you say mask or map?
Map. Like sea and land maps.
Okay.
Then we also, on the side, there's a tapestry shop, counter shop, spice, and glass. Those are all minor anyway. But then there is a clothes shop, and then, well, you've already been to Bromson and Sons, the blacksmith. And then the final one was the exotic weapons shop, Polymars. And so those are the ones I have prepared. So, and I can repeat them if people need them, of course. But now going on to Lai, is there anything that Lai would like to do?
Okay.
And just for reference, this is going to be a rather laid-back session for now. You all just gotta kind of be spending your money. We're going to be going through everybody for the next hour or two, just to kind of figure out what y'all are gonna do.
So first I'm gonna go to the Temple of Tiamat.
Okay.
And inform them about Filian's demise.
I see. Well, you make your way to the Temple District, and it is in the morning, so the Temple District is quite bustling with the various followers of the gods, people entering different temples of all varying sizes. As you make your way into the staircase for Tiamat's temple, going down, you see various worshippers in the middle of their rites, proclaiming their love for Tiamat and whatnot, begging for her help. And in front of the altar in worship, you do see the hooded black priest, which would be Brother Victor.
You said is this the one with the blind eye?
Yes, this is the one with blind eye.
Okay, because you said his name was Vincent last time.
Sorry. Okay, Vincent, my bad.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Brother Vincent.
Okay, so I'm gonna inform him, like, hey, Filian's, taken care of.
Alright. The brother finishes his rites, and he turns to you and says, "You have done well to serve our goddess Tiamat. I know you have finished it because she has told me how pleased she is with you."
And I saw it in the morning paper.
What? And I saw that you ended up burning down half of the Hiawatha district. I assume that was you. He chuckles to himself. No matter. Well, for now the Temple of Tiamat has no great problems for it, but if you wish to train and familiarize yourself with Tiamat and her worship, we'll be more than happy to welcome you as a novice in our order, if that would be your interest.
I would be honored to be in the Church of Tiamat.
You have proven yourself, and so it is clear you are meant for this. The brother nods and says, "For now, we will continue with your training in the future. For now, I invite you to come and worship Tiamat or go about your business as you please." He turns away from you and proceeds to worship the effigy.
Okay, so before I turn to leave the temple, I'm gonna set 14 gold onto the
Oh my.
onto the
At the altar. Yeah.
onto the altar, yeah.
Okay. And with many of the other offerings, the altar is quite full of various offerings of different value. And as you lay your coins down, they start to glow green with all the other offerings in the light. So now, is there anything that Lai would like to do? There is in the town the other shops that I mentioned. There's also a bank or an inn that you could go to, or even a tavern if you want to drink away some hours.
Okay, so there's a certain type of armor that I'm looking for. I don't know if it would be something to make or something to buy, but it's like a breastplate.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of just a breastplate, it's got a cloak that comes off of it, so it's like a 2-in-1 kind of thing.
So there's a breastplate, but then attached to it is a cloak itself.
Yeah, it's it honestly almost looks like Count Dooku's,
Okay.
But it doesn't come off.
Okay, let's see. By the sounds of it, it's a
make item.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to kind of equate it. It does sound like a half plate. But would this armor be leather, or would you want to be metal?
Well, I've always seen it called a breastplate. Every time I've seen it, it's been called breastplate.
Okay, yeah, and that doesn't... We can figure out that, because that doesn't exactly denote the material. So, I guess you make your way... Yeah, you can go to Martin's Armory to ask about it. And so, I guess after meeting with the priest, you make your way to Bromson and Sons. Entering Martin's Armory, you do see a rather short human male working currently resting on a chair near the forge, wiping sweat from his brow. He sees you and says, "Ah, customer, come in. What can I do to help you?" as he stands up and walks over to you.
So, I explained to him, what I want, the breastplate with the cloak attached.
Alright, he nods. He says, okay, the cloak. You'd have to prepare a cloak for this, but I can easily attach it. Securely, of course. As for the breastplate itself, is this going to be a full set of armor, or just the breastplate alone? So I guess explain to me a little more. Are you gonna have it where it goes over, fits with your current leather armor, or?
No, so what it is, it's hold on, let me see if I can find a picture of it. So I can try to figure out how to explain it to you.
Okay. Sure, bud.
Because I know, I can picture it in my mind. It's just hard to Okay, so it's full set of armor, right?
Okay.
It just has an attached cloak.
I see. And so, would you want this armor to be leather? Would you... Because there is plated leather armor, for sure. But you see, whenever there's plated armor, you will receive a disadvantage in your stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Be the plating, be leather, metal, or other kinds. Now, or we could combine armors where it is a metal plate or a leather breastplate, and then you have a different set of armor, for the rest.
So could I do okay, so I'm looking at the book, and so it says, so could I do a breastplate top and a hide bottom?
Certainly, yes, that could be done.
Okay.
Remind me, what is for the hide armor, what is the...
AC?
AC.
12 plus dex.
Okay, 12 plus dex. We can make it a 13 plus dex modifier in that case, if it has a... What kind of armor, what material do you want the breastplate to be made out of?
Does it matter? Hold on. Well, see, because the book says, this armor consists of fitted metal piece worn with supple leather, leather. Although it leaves the arms and legs relatively unprotected, this armor provides good protection for the wearer's vital organs, while leaving them unencumbered.
Sure. Then yeah, we can make the breastplate itself metal and the rest of it leather. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or it'll be leather with like different like metal plates across it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. In that case, the Martin nods and says, "Interesting request. Never had one like that before, but I always enjoy a challenge. Ooh, for the materials required, I would believe that this would cost around 400 gold."
Okay, so that's fine. Do I need to get the cloak for him?
As you hand him over the gold for the armor, he says to you, "As for the cloak, I would recommend you go," and as I flip the page again, "I recommend you go to Fine Clothes and Other Garments. It's a shop ran by Madame Toussaint. I can't stand the woman, but she makes quality clothes. Get her to make the cape, and I'll have it attached for you.
Okay.
I'll be working on the armor itself as you get the cape. I'd say this will take about 2 months at minimum."
Okay. So, can I head over there now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
As you make your way to Fine Clothes and Other Garments, we'll go back to Olimar. Olimar, what would you like to do now? So, if you want, I can list out the shops again, or
No, I got pretty much everything I want.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and send Tumbles out to find the rest of our family, or whoever he can find. I'll tell him to stick around 2 miles of my scent.
Okay.
And if he can't find anyone after that, just come back. They'll eventually, hopefully, come back on their own.
All right. Tumbles yips in understanding, and he goes trotting off, presumably in the direction of the castle gates, or of Darkmoore gates. Now you would know, as being a member of Darkmoore Harbor Society, that your village isn't necessarily legal. It's more of it's like the slums, but essentially unofficial, where you built it in the forest on its own with the materials you could find. There are materials you could also buy, like wood and whatnot. So, while you can definitely get the materials, you know that it would be dangerous for you to hire some carpenters to make it, as they would only make officially chartered buildings. Now, you certainly could get the supplies necessary to make this, but it would be up to your village people and yourself to construct it.
Right. So I'll just wait for Tumbles to get back before I buy anything.
Okay. Well, let's see. I guess we can speed that up for now. Tumbles comes back in a day or two, and he yips at you and at the inn. I assume you wait for him at the inn. And so he comes back to you and then leads you back to the village outside, or the ruins of your village. In it, you see, let's say, what would be a good number for the amount of people living there? I was thinking maybe 100 at most.
Yeah, it was somewhere between like 60 and 70.
70, okay. When you return to the ruins, you see a total number of 50 people there, actually. It appears that most were able to escape, and they all cheer and surround you as they are glad for your own safety, as they're all quite worried. I assume the village is made out of all different races, ages, etc. And so you now know that you have a village of 50 people. And, we don't have.
Good, I killed the guy for almost no reason.
Well, he definitely did try to kill them, so I mean, take it as you will. But in the meantime, you would know that to get the materials necessary to build this village of 50 people, if you have intention of building it up more or inviting more people, it will cost you roughly around, I'd say, 300 to 350 gold, just to get the wood, the nails, the metal materials necessary. So 300 would be a good price. Unless you want to try to go lower and try to get an underprice on the wood and materials. That is always a possibility.
Or just cut your wood.
We'll just go with the 300 and whatever. If we are missing anything, we'll just try to scavenge what we can find.
Fair enough. So throughout the next 3 months, the village will be rebuilt, and your people will work at it. You can return to it yourself and live there and help out as needed. But for now, just indicate that you have 400 gold left.
Right. So while I will help rebuild as much as I can, I'm gonna start trading to become like a gloom stalker, which means I'm gonna go out pretty much every night and take tumbles with me and try to hide from tumbles, because tumbles can, I believe wolves can see in the dark. I'm not sure though.
Like most animals, wolves, or like most canines, wolves have better smell. But wolves, yeah, they certainly do have a heat vision, in fact. So, cool. You train with tumbles in the night to try to become an even stealthier motherfucker than you already were. Congratulations.
Hooray.
Alright, and then as you do that, we'll next go on to Iris. So you buy yourself a katana, and for the next 3 months you will be training. But is there any other shops you'd like to go to, or trick yourself out, or possibly a tavern to enjoy the drink and wenches?
You know that if I were to do that, there will be combat this session.
Oh, nothing wrong with the bar fight or two. Come on.
No, so I think that is the first time you've condoned me saying, if you want to start one, I'll join.
Yeah. I mean, you proven yourself to not be a complete dickbag, because you did help me with that plan.
Yeah, I mean,
You helped me with the diversion by chunking shit into the air so I could shoot it.
okay, but what was it? I'm gonna go look at some new armor, but before that, I'm gonna hit up that clothes shop. I'm gonna go shopping.
What a
OMG,
woman.
girl. Nice, dude. So in that case, you make your way to fine clothes and other garments, and along the way there, you come across the lovable, irascible rogue Lai, and you two make your way there together. And so you both arrive at Fine Clothes and Other Garments. It is a 2-story wooden house, painted a bold shade of magenta and yellow. When you enter, the OMG, the walls are covered in fine tapestries, clearly a beautiful design and taste. There's also bolts of different textiles, wool, cloth, even a few silk as well. And then exotic carpets cover the floor, adding to a, although chaotic, quite beautiful, beautiful surrounding. And so, when you enter, you hear a voice call out, "Oh, hello, dearies! Welcome to Madame Toussaint's Fine Clothes and Other Garments." As a woman in a very poofy and large dress comes towards you, waving her arms quite in a very exaggerated motion. "Tell me, what can I do for one such as you, who are in need of such a wardrobe makeover?"
I
She
lean
flourishes
over
it.
to Lai and whisper, "This makes so much sense now."
Oh, and the woman is a high elf, by the way.
Oh, lovely.
The woman turns to look at Iris. Tell me, dear, are you here for a dress? Going to woo the boy of your dreams? Hmm?
I'm a lesbian.
Girl, I'm into girls.
Is a fish look straight, ma'am?
She blinks and is quite confused. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but if you are looking for clothes of some sort, I'd be happy to accommodate. What could I interest you in? And so, essentially, if there's an outfit that you would like Iris to have, I can pretty much have it made for you. If you just want, like, the regular stuff, I do have a list of, like, regular clothes.
Like to see Iris wear. Right now she's in the, like, armor, though, really good.
You're in some rough leather armor.
I kind of want to see her, like, Iris in, like, fine, like, party clothes.
Like a silk dress or something like that?
Yeah.
And by the way, Connor, it's chainmail, not leather.
Sorry, what's that?
It's chainmail armor.
Oh, you're in chainmail armor. Okay. Wait, you want chainmail armor? Is that what you want?
No, that's what I have.
That's what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
That's why
the clothing shop is not where you get that.
Yeah, no. No, you said I'm in chainmail.
I would like to have some kind of like fur coat.
I guess like a nice,
but noble. You
could always do it. So Iris, I can list out the stuff that she can make, or if there's a specific outfit, send me a picture or describe it to me.
Iris, I would say like I don't know,
dark red.
Maybe not a dark red. I was thinking more like
it hides the blood better if it's dark red, though.
I would say like there's a color.
There's a man speaking from experience right there.
Why do you think I wear black, buddy?
Hey. As y'all kind of figure that out, what kind of outfit Iris would like?
Okay. Oh, are you coming to me now?
I'm actually going to go to the restroom real quick.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, depending on how much your dress get a darker one, dark. Like,
First, I'm going to write out different items that she can make that I've prepared, and then while you figure that out, and then I'm going to head off for a moment.
Okay. OG, like not OG Pepsi, but
You thinking like RC Cola?
RC Cola. Like not super dark, but not.
I think it's because I saw people drinking this margarita,
I mean, think about it. Like, you're
chilies, but like I like the thought of like yellow fading into over.
Yeah, but let's go there. It's like this, but more spiky. It's black that goes into silver tip.
Oh no. I was thinking blonde or
No.
light brown. Then yeah, red or blue.
Yes. Just think a slightly taller than this.
Slightly. Interesting.
At least there's really more makeup.
Yeah, I mean.
But yeah, basically.
So she's maybe Morgan's mid.
Really, Morgan seems big. And it was
dark red, dark blue.
So
I'm gonna go
much
walk over to when he gets back if I have
depending
time.
on the price of the.
Probably gonna go touch with people over at the shrine of the.
Because I'm pretty sure if we're gonna be doing a takeover, and
So,
So you do this.
I'm actually going to start I think I'm gonna have spend the rest of the time that we have accumulating contacts within the town. What do y'all think about that?
That'd be a good idea. I'll tell Connor that I'm helping you with that because again, you don't really know the town very well.
Well, but I do have I do have a few contacts. That's why I'm I'll just build on those.
I could get I know certain
Okay.
places.
Okay, cool. Gotta.
I'm gonna go over to the if they do the guy.
I really want to know how much it would cost us to buy the land that the culture house was on.
All right, I'm back. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Okay.
All right.
What?
What's that, Ryan?
Silk dress.
She wants a silk dress.
How much do they cost?
Well, the shopkeeper listens to your questions well, she tells you that for a silk dress, it will cost you a total of it will cost you a total of, for a silk dress, 1 second, let me pull up my list. That'll be 55 gold. If you want it embroidered, depending on what material you want it embroidered with, that'll cost you a bit more. And by embroidered, I mean designs put into it, via string, or
Which one that you're gonna use for you fancy art is the one that you. Oh, bring it back to the
and then as they
Okay, so I'm gonna get 2 silk dress, dark red. Really.
there's. You say that again? I wasn't able to hear you.
Sorry. I'm gonna get a dark maroon dress,
Okay.
like a deep blood red, and then
Oh.
a dark blue, kind of think the RC Cola can.
Fair enough.
Give you an idea of the color.
Okay, so these are both going to be silk dresses. Would you want them to be just as is, or do you want them embroidered?
As is.
Mhm.
We find a place to get it embroidered later on.
Well, actually,
Or
Madame Toussaint actually can embroider them, she mentions. And she can embroider them with wool, silk, silver thread, or gold thread.
gold on the red, silver on the blue.
Okay, she tells you for the gold dress, for the red and gold dress, that will cost you a total of, let's see, that'll cost you 135 gold,
How much?
and then 135 gold.
Okay, so it's not too bad. Let me take that out real quick. So that
All
put
right.
me. We'll get it then. 510.
And then for the blue and silver dress, nice color choice by the way, that will cost you a total of, let's see, that'll cost you 94 gold. 94 gold.
So I like how we have a samurai that's gonna be running around in silk dresses. By the way,
Oh hell yeah!
I still have my chainmail, and I still have money to go get armor. You asshole, Brady. I ain't here for your dreams.
hey, I'm just saying it's pretty funny.
It is.
It is a funny mental image, to say the least.
He's also like 5'3", so
A short, stacked lesbian samurai in a silk dress,
Carrying a katana.
carrying a katana. Yes.
Oh, that's a katana.
that's a katana.
The madame says,
But
"Ooh."
after,
Mhm.
I was gonna say after this, I'm going over to the armor because I ain't gonna let Brady have his way.
No, it's not bad right now.
Before you leave, the Madame Toussaint barks out orders to her assistants, a He was in the corner currently making clothes. Get to work, Gwyn. We have a selective customer. Oh, and dear, for your dresses, would you like accompanying gloves to pair them with? I'm thinking some lovely elbow-length gloves. I think that would look beautiful with them.
Do it. Do it.
Just
Just the blue ones.
Okay, for the blue ones, for plain silk gloves, that will only be, as she looks down at her book, that will only be 55 gold, dear. She smiles.
Okay, hold on, I gotta do some fucking math here.
Well.
hey, Connor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd have any downtime between the rebuilding and training and all that. But like, could I say just like one day during this 3 months, I go over to the Temple of the Raven Queen and see if they know the guy who raised me?
We can try to make that happen. Yeah, we'll see. Give me some time to kind of look that up. But yeah, we can definitely make that happen. Like, go over that in another session, perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
or we can do it later on. But for now, I'm gonna go. Iris, before I go on to lie, will you buy the gloves, or are you gonna pass on the 55 gold?
I bought the blue gloves.
All right, there you go.
I'm at 455 gold, so should be enough to get another set of armor.
Are you?
Maybe. Depends.
Are you sure you did your math right there? I'm not trying to call you into suspicion, but I've been following along, and it shows that you only have 361 gold left.
Let's see. I started off with 1,020.
20 minus 75 minus 300,
Minus 75 minus 300.
which would leave you at 645.
Okay.
Then if you subtract 135 minus 94 minus 55, that'll leave you at
Okay,
360. Oh, all good. All right. In that case, Brady, what would Lai do after seeing that bizarre display by the shopkeeper?
Alright, so I'm gonna tell her, like, yo, what's up? No, I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna tell her, like, hey, I need, like, a cloak that is gonna be, like, attached to a custom set of armor. It's basically gonna, like, it's a hooded cloak, a black hooded cloak that, like, just, like, would be attached to my armor set.
Oh my, she says. Aren't you the roguish type? She winks at you. Everything she does is over-exaggerated, though, so it looks more like she's, like, pantomiming winking. I can definitely make up something for you. What material would you like me to make this cloak out of, dear? I can make it out of... Let's see, if it's going to be a fine cloak, I can make it out of flax, wool, or silk. And so that means... Flax is pretty much made out of plant material. It feels rather comfortable, and it will only add 8 gold to the total cost. Wool is more warm. It's thicker, but it costs 15 gold more.
Mm-hmm.
As for silk, which is the finest, it costs 50 gold more. So, but it's also the finest material and quite light.
Let's do the silk.
Silk, all right. So for a silk hooded cloak, that'll come out to around 70 gold. And it's going to be black, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like it embroidered or no?
Can I embroider a snake on the back?
You just want to walk around with a fucking target on your back?
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I thought about it.
Yes, sir.
No. No. No, let's embroider, like, can I do, like, a small dragon on the left shoulder?
Totally. She nods and says, and then for the material, what would you like? There's wool, which it costs an extra 10 gold. There's silver thread, which costs an extra 40 gold, silk, which costs an extra 60, and then gold thread, which costs an extra 80.
Let's just do the gold.
All right. So as a total price, goddamn son, that will be $150 for your hooded cloak.
150?
Yeah, 150 gold.
Okay, so
That's all.
hold on, let me make sure that I am doing my math right. I think I'm at like 410, or no, 450, but I want to make sure. Hold on.
You were at 610 and
610
then minus the 150.
minus 150, so 460.
60.
460.
The madame nods and barks out another order to her assistant, who ducks her head nervously. Is there anything else that you would like the madame to make for you?
Can I get some
Because
black
I did
gloves?
put in this black gloves. So what
Yeah.
material?
Okay, what's the weather like in Darkmoore? Doing like
Mostly rainy. It fluctuates between humid and cold, so it's never like extremes.
okay, so like wool would probably be too heavy. So could I do flax gloves?
Yeah, flax.
Okay.
And so for flax gloves, that will cost you a total of 13 gold, unless you want them embroidered as well.
No. So it's what, 447? Yeah. You just say
There you go.
You just say 13.
13.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. In that case, I guess unless there's anything else that you would like to do.
I'm actually going to start working on like establishing like an underground contact list where I'm gonna like start pooling resources and like trying to figure out like who I can like use to like get my way with, you know? Like if I need like into places, you know?
Ah, I see what you mean.
Start an
Okay.
underground organization.
Ah, there you go. Well, in that case, as you set about doing that, oh, by the way, the madam says that this will all be ready for you in about a month and a half. So,
Okay.
Essentially, we'll go back now to Almanar. I've been looking a bit into the Raven Queen's Church. Now, before you go to find a temple or church or some such, is there anything else that you would like to do via shops or
Yes.
lay it on me, bud?
In advance, I'm just gonna hunt nothing but foxes.
All right, foxes.
And
Now, I want you to know that Darkmoore region is quite unique amongst its surrounding neighbors, in that there are only white and silver foxes in the region.
foxes.
All right, you hunt silver foxes. And would you like to sell the meat and whatnot? I assume you're keeping the fur.
Half the meat for the tribe, and then sell the other half.
Okay, so you sell it to a local huntsman, and that gets you. Let's see. Let's say you manage to successfully hunt. Let's say 10 or a dozen foxes. We'll make that for only 6 fox meat. That'll net you about 60 gold.
60?
60.
Well, 1-6 or 6-0?
6-0.
6. Yeah, 60. Sorry.
Cool. Just making sure.
60.
Yeah. All good. Thank you, Brady, for the Spanish.
For the translation, you're welcome.
And I'm gonna take the fox hides to the tailor lady.
All right, you enter, and Madame Toussaint, upon seeing the fine fox fur that you're carrying, says, "Oh, delightful! I love fox fur. What can I do for you, honey bun?"
I need I guess it would. What would you call that? Like, it's basically just like an overcoat. Yeah, I just need an overcoat.
Okay, I guess that would be
Overcoat with a hood.
overcoat with hood. So will this coat have like sleeves and whatnot, or? Will it be more like it'll just you can?
Like Game of Thrones, Jon Snow.
Oh, I see. So it's more like a big like
Cape.
volume, like cape/cloak thing with the hood.
Yeah.
Says, "Oh my, quite the selective customer." And so, for the fur, do you want to go on the inside, the outside, specific places?
On the inside.
Inside, okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, since you're already providing your own material, pretty much, for a cloak, a hooded cloak of that size and type. Now, what material do you want do you want to be made out of aside from the fur? Because there is flax, wool, or silk. Flax being a plant material, it's comfortable and quite light. Wool being heavier but more warm, whereas silk, the wool would be good for rainy days, which there are many. Or there's the silk, which is the finest and most beautiful of the materials.
Wool.
All right. So for a wool hooded cloak of that size, let's see, that would cost you around 45 gold. So, or it would cost you 35 gold. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. So mark that down that you spent 35.
That'd be down to 437.
You'd be down to 425, I believe.
437. If you had 472 right now, and you said that the coat was 35, correct? It shows 437 for me.
Oh yes, I did my math wrong. Yeah. So you'd be down to 437.
Cool.
Okay.
And tell her if she doesn't use all the fur, she can keep it.
She's quite thankful. She expresses her thanks to you. And is there anything else that you would like for her to make? I did put in the Skype chat all the basic stuff that she can make, and y'all can modify if you so please. Remind me, how much gold do you have now? 437?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And if not, then we can, let's see, we can, unless there's anything else that you would like, you can begin the search for a church of the Raven Queen, if you would prefer.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. In that case, you make your way to where Lai mentioned that he saw followers of the Raven Queen, which is the temple district in the dock markets. And as you enter the temple district, I would like you to roll investigation as you are actively looking for them.
First roll of the game.
Hooray! I'm gonna fail this super hard.
Hey, Lamau, you walk off a pier.
Damn it.
And he's dead.
The thing would not be super slow, that'd be great.
You fall into the knife of a thug.
Shank the dude.
The thug just looks up. Damn it! What the hell? I wasn't even trying.
I'm sorry.
Today was my day off. Now you had to make me work.
Investigation. Okay. That's not gonna go well unless I roll. Stop it. Thank you. 14?
14, all right. So as you look around the temple district, you manage to spot in the shadows of an alley a hooded figure. They seem to beckon towards you as they disappear before turning around and disappearing into the shadows. You also see two guards you see two humanoids in full plate armor. They wear colors different from the Darkmoore Harbor guards, so they are clearly not from the area. And you see them walk over to the traveler's notice board in the center of the temple district and post on it a few signs. What will you do? There's an individual who disappeared in the alleyway, and there was the two fully plated individuals. Aside from that, you just see the usual churchgoers and temple goers in the area.
I'm gonna go. It's gonna assume that those signs will be there when I get back.
If
I'm feeling about, but I also have a bad feeling about going into an alley with them that I don't know what they look like. So fuck it, whatever. I go into the alley, follow the guy, the hook figure.
all right. So as you enter the alleyway, I would like you to. You see that it is empty. You do not see anyone in there. What will you do? It is a empty alley. There's only trash. There's a rat that's scurrying across. A little half-eaten apple held in its mouth. Nothing else though. It's a regular dirty alley.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna try to see if there's a secret passage.
Okay. Roll for investigation then.
Nine.
Can you repeat that?
9.
Ooh. As you kind of feel along the walls and stamp your feet along the alley floor, unfortunately you don't seem to trigger any kind of mechanism or find any sort of secret entrance. Instead, you hear from behind you a voice say, "Looking for someone?"
Turn around. Were you?
All right. You turn around, and it is the hooded figure that the party first met in the tavern on the first session. You recognize them by their build and by their voice. They say,
The guy who was the contact for me?
"What's up?"
The guy who gave us the information?
The information about Lord Fillion's informant. So, Brady, since you weren't there the first night, the party met up at a tavern. They're summoned there by a mysterious individual this individual told them that the bartender was one of Lord Fillion's informants before disappearing.
Okay.
Then a whole bunch of insanity happened. But
no one was killed. People got made out with.
the figure.
But anyway, hey, were you the guy calling me over here?
No, the figure says, "No, I'm your secret aunt from another world. Of course I'm the guy that called you over."
Look, man, you walked into this thing. I didn't see where you went. I don't know what's going on.
You don't need to look man me. I simply sent you after Lord Fillion to have him killed, not burn down half of the high waters and some of the middle class area as well.
Look, I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
Excuses is what I'm hearing.
I didn't. I'll take some of the blame. Didn't discourage it, but I got fucking occupied with something else completely different. The fucking dude burned the thing down. Sorry?
Well, since you seem so apologetic for actions, which you're also trying to make clear weren't your own, how could such an individual as me be angry at one such as you? He says sarcastically. Not that it matters. You got the results done, and Lord Fillion is dead. Leaves quite a power vacuum, as you also killed Grimble the Goblin, who is head of the Thieves Guild here in Darkmoore Harbor.
I'll take responsibility for that.
I bet you will. I was watching.
I shot him in the face. It was glorious. Well, yeah, but also he lied to me. Just let that be known. Don't lie to me.
A goblin who lies. Crazy thought that. The Hugfear shrugs. But results are results. I'm happy. My employer's happy at Lord Filian's death, and so I suppose you and your friends do deserve a reward. He reaches inside his cloak and tosses you a small bag of coins. Never agreed upon the price, but that should do everyone fine. 100 gold in there. Don't spend it all in one place.
Hey, quick question. I show him the. Cause I have a little bracelet that has the symbol of freedom. I show him it and say, "Have you seen any place that has this marking on it?"
Oh, the Raven Queen. You're one of those, eh?
No, the guy who raised me was though.
Ah. Well, they don't have a temple officially here in town. But I can mark for a place on your map outside of Darkmoore Harbor, in the Darkmoore region where they do their worship. And he indicates it on your map where they are, where their temple is rumored to be. We can go into that next session, as I would need to kind of work on that a little bit more and prepare that for y'all, but that is definitely something we can do next time.
I just need that information. Alright, cool. I say, well, thank you. Pleasure doing business for you. Sorry if your house got burned down. Wait, did your house get burned down?
The man laughs and says, "Oh no, that place is too rich for my blood. A pleasure, ain't it?" He smiles and walks behind you. As you turn your back to follow him, he has disappeared once again.
What the hell is this shit? Okay. Now I go and check the signs on the board.
Cool. As you approach the signs, you see some people already kind of gathering around them looking at it, and you notice these are wanted posters. Wanted for information, and on the posters you see the face of Lie. Thankfully enough, it is not a very good rendition of him. They got his color completely wrong. His face looks more gnomish than Dragonborn. But in the wanted poster says, for murder and arsony and general misconduct, this individual and 3 other compatriots were seen in the high waters before the great fire last night. For more information, for the great fire in the high waters. At this point, I assume it's already, let's say, a month has already passed. So it is a wanted poster asking for information regarding the individuals who might have caused the fires. So
Highly. I kind of. If anyone is everyone just like intently staring at it, or are they all just kind of looking at other stuff?
They're kind of looking at it, but they're also looking at other notices on the board. Lost kitten, like shop deals and whatnot. So they're not really paying close attention to it.
I'm gonna walk up to the board and pretend like I'm taking it for other, like, more job-oriented purposes.
Okay, so I mean, you're just kind of walking up to the board and looking at it, so there's no need to roll. What else will you do?
I will also see if I can help with that lost kitten.
Okay, you see from for the lost kitten sign, you do see it says Sarah's lost kitten, named the kitten's name is Mittens. It is a small black kitten. It was last seen near the at the clock tower square. Sarah herself lives in the Mudsons and is offering a big reward for whoever finds and returns her kitten.
I'm so glad you didn't say the kitten was in the High Waters District.
Oh, that would be terrible.
And
But is there anything else you'd like to do as you look at the kitten sign? To remind you, the wanted poster is still on the board in front of you.
I'm taking it down. I don't want that there.
All right, you're just taking it down, or are you gonna try to like hide the fact you're tearing it?
I'm just gonna try to like
Take it down, tear it up.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm a mercenary of some sort, trying to get. I don't know. Try to pretend like I'm not tearing it down for any other purpose than a job.
Oh, I see you. Okay. Roll deception then.
See what my skill in that is.
Imagine pretty good. All of you are quite either intimidating or deceitful people, apparently.
Or both.
Or both.
Actually, to be honest, I'm not. I'm very sneaky, and I'm good with surviving shit.
What a goody two shoes. Jeez.
I'm good with animals. I have really high perception. I'm good with medicine. I have great stealth, and I'm good at survival.
Nerd.
Nerd.
I was living on my own this entire. I didn't have
Alright.
that.
Fair enough. So anyway, tell me what your roll was. This is with a D20.
Yeah. 16.
No one seems to give you taking it down any thought as you stuff it into your belongings, I suppose.
Yeah.
In the meantime, do mark that you have received 100 gold.
None of you are getting any.
That's fine.
Wow.
That's fine.
Okay, then I require that you pay me back the 1,000 I shared with you.
Or do you plan on giving back, or just splitting the 100 between the party?
I'll split it between the party, so 25 person.
Alright, everybody gets 25 gold.
Going back to 62.
Okay, Lamau.
Oh no, I gotta get my calculator again.
Go.
Because I don't know how to do math.
Hey, Connor, you said I was at 361, correct? From gold.
Yep, and so now you're up 25.
Yeah, I want to make sure I was at 367. I forgot to change over here.
All good. There you go. And then, yeah, Mel should be back up to, what, 462, right?
Now I go look for that cat.
Okay, as Mel goes off to look for the poor little kitty, let us go back to Iris. So, of course, during these months you are training with Olimar. He is quite the hard tutor, but you feel yourself definitely improving with your ability with the katana. Now,
You should become a samurai priest. That way you have the power of anime and God.
oh my god.
You can't defeat me. I have the power of God and anime on my side.
You memester. Nice. I wasn't ready for that. Anything else? So, Iris, is there anything else that you would like to look into? Or any shops you'd like to go to? Oh, that's right. You're going to the armory, right?
Yeah, I'm going to the armory.
Great. In that case, so you make your way there. I assume you would like to go to Martin's armory. And so you enter the shop. Martin is currently working at his forge. You see him crafting what appears to be some sort of breastplate. Wink, nudge. And he's currently quite busy at it. He doesn't seem to notice you as you enter.
It's my puppies.
No. Hey, this is Martin.
Martin is the son. George is the main guy.
Martin's the one making mine.
Okay. Georg is making mine.
Yes.
Armor.
For you? I don't know. I've never played a samurai.
I'm honestly
I guess heavy armor. Like, dude, I guess like whatever you're whatever's the next step from chainmail.
Well, if you want, Ryan, I can look into samurai stuff more in depth later on and kind of help you out with how you're going to go about getting it. But I do want your character should know that samurai armor, unless you get it from like a merchant who has it, it's not going to be able to be made by blacksmiths in this area. So essentially, the whole continent is split up into 3 regions. The northern region, which is where Iris is originally from. The western desert, which is basically a fusion of Arabian and Japanese cultures. And then the region that Darkmoore is in is called. I just had it up 1 second, and that is it is a region called the Stormlands. So, known due to large storms and heavy rain seasons. So,
Storm barbarian makes so much sense here. No, I wasn't.
Bless you.
I wasn't looking at getting samurai armor, just something other than my chainmail at the moment.
I'm gonna look up what they have in proficiencies for that.
So I'm proficient with heavy armor, so I don't think I could sell my chainmail too.
All right, yeah. All right. So as you get the attention of Martin, he turns to you and begins to says that if you are looking for armor, he can accommodate. As for your chain armor, 1 second, I will need to grab my book regarding all that. Actually,
they are proficient in all armors, light, medium, and heavy.
I like my heavy.
Fighters as general.
I
I'll be right back.
Okay. I basically made myself the tank of this group, so I'm sticking with heavy armor, so I can have a high AC.
So, I'm thinking about making like my contacts use like the logo of a dragon. Hence the reason I got the dragon on the cloak.
Yeah.
The dragon makes it a little bit easier, considering we did leave a note saying snake eater. So if somebody sees you walking around with a snake on your back, they're gonna start stopping and asking questions.
That and I mean,
especially if it isn't in the symbol that they know.
All right. Thank you for waiting. So you're looking to also get more heavy armor, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the current heavy armors that Martin can make for you, you currently have, what is it? You have chainmail, correct?
Yes.
Okay. He says that he could upgrade your chainmail and turn it into half plates. Or he could merge it with half plate, so it's half plate chainmail, whereas you would have, well, most of it would still be the mail. You would also have full plate parts, like perhaps your shoulder armor would be plated, chest armor, and other places as well.
I'll have it upgraded to half plate.
All right. He nods and says, I could definitely make that for you. So for your chainmail, it is currently only a 16 AC, correct?
Yes.
The combination of chain half plate would make it 17 AC.
Nice.
And so he says, since you're already providing the armor for it, I could definitely make that for around, let's see. You're already providing that much, so he says, that'll cost you about $350.
350.
Yep, he nods.
Let's do it.
All right, so you.
Shit.
I'm huge, actually.
And so as you subtract 350 and hand it over to him, he nods, and he turns away and continues work on the armor that he is making. He says, "Oh yes, that'll take about a month and I'd say 2 months for me to get that to you. So by the end of the 3-month period, essentially." In that case, you now have a total of 36 gold. Right, and then is there anything else that Iris would like to do aside from train? I guess just relax at a tavern and just train for the next, right?
I'm gonna go exploring.
Exploring?
You out to the forest and...
Well, no, I meant like explore the city, like start in the Since we
There's
already
a waterfall and everything.
well, I was gonna say since we kind of
Like all my deer.
fucked ourselves with the rich area, I guess I was gonna go walk around the slums.
All right, so these slums, as according to the map, they are the southern area. They're called the Stilts. That's the local name for them. And so you go walking around. You decide to explore the Stilts. Is there anything you're specifically looking for in them, or?
No, I'm just exploring, seeing what's around.
All right, and so we're gonna make sure since your character won't be walking around in her underwear, like underneath your chainmail, let's say you had like just regular plain a tunic and some trousers.
Can't see
All
what
right.
I have.
Not everybody can see what I have, boys or girls. Fair enough. All right. So you go adventuring, which next we'll move back on to Lai. How's it going, Lai?
Yo. We kill him.
What? So let's.
Just kidding.
I
I'm
mean
just
that
kidding.
figuratively.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. So you currently have 472 gold.
Yes.
You have already commissioned for the armor and for the clothes. What else would I like to do?
Is the cloak ready?
Yeah, the cloak. In fact, as you go to Madame Toussaint's shop, she hands you the cloak and says, "Enjoy, dear. I slaved quite hard over it to make it perfect. But you can see that there is not a speck of like sweat on her forehead, whereas her shop assistant in the corner is currently panting and just resting herself. So
I'm going to thank them both for their time and walk out.
all right. So now I guess you're going to take the cloak over to Martin.
Yes.
All right. As you take the cloak over to Martin, and he exclaims gladly when he sees you, "Ah, welcome! I'm glad to see that you finally brought me the cloak. Your armor set is almost complete. That is simply the last part I need to put on it." And so he takes it from you and bids you a good day. Unless you have anything else you want him to do with your armor.
No, that's fine.
He mentions, for an extra price, I can do some inlay work on it, do a little bit of designing on the edges of the armor itself, or even a bit of, well, put an emblem on, or emboss an emblem on it, if you would so prefer.
I think I'm good.
He nods and bids you a good day. So throughout this whole 2-3 month period, you've also been training and meditating at the temple, which is, so pretty much I'm doing this as a way to justify your increase in wisdom, so that you can become a ranger.
Yeah.
So aside from that, is there anything else that you would like to do?
I'm gonna keep working on my contacts.
All right, cool. So as your contacts get back to you, they are scant as your family only recently set up in the region. But they do tell you that the Thieves Guild is currently in shambles in Darkmoore Harbor. After the mysterious death of Grimble the Goblin, who's its one single head, the Thieves Guild split apart, most of its members leaving, going to different cities, and the few that remain have mostly become freelance. But now there's rumors of an individual called Pike, who has been pretty much roughing up local thugs and getting them to join his own gang in order to form the next Thieves Guild.
So I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna start trying to convince people to join me.
All right. You would know that most individuals who are part of the Thieves Guild usually rest in a tavern called the Unlucky Mare in the Stilts. That's where most of the unsavory sorts like to converge.
Is it the Unlucky Mare?
Yes.
Is that M-A-R-E?
M-A-R-E, yes.
Okay.
And so I guess if you make your way to the tavern, it's quite a rundown establishment. The wood is sagging and the building shingles are missing from the roof, and it has quite just an unpleasant smell to the whole thing. There's drunks out front begging for change. And as you enter, there's a room quite boisterous, filled with a raggedy band of bards playing in a corner, we playing on their ratty instruments. And there is a bartender, a half-orc, who is currently serving drinks and serving dirt naps with different fists. So,
Okay.
what will Lai do? There's a whole bunch of unsavory sorts in the building right now.
I'm just gonna like walk around and see if any of them are, looking to join an organization.
Okay, as you walk around, you hear a group of 3 humanoids, all kind of talking at a table, being like, "What are we gonna do? Pug's going around roughing up everybody. But if we don't join him, it's death for us." And the other one says, "Yeah, but I don't like that Pike guy. He's dangerous." And so they're kind of all talking to each other, wondering how they're going to get out of the rotten situation they're currently in.
So I'm gonna approach.
Aside from them, you also see other tables kind of doing the same. A few other tables of individuals, probably a total of 8 people, including the 3 that I mentioned, all kind of with the same worries.
I'm going to approach each of them. Can I do that? Approach each of them and kind of like try to persuade them.
All right, so if you're gonna approach like all the 8 people, like kind of tell me what kind of speech or what kind of convincing you'll use.
Or can I like get up on a table or like a stool and like try to like give a speech to have them?
Oh yeah, certainly, you definitely can. If that's what you want to do.
So I'm gonna, tell them like, I know that the Thieves Guild has split, and I know that the ruffian, I think would be the better way to say, ruffian known as Pike is trying to bully everyone into joining him, but and if they join me, they'll have the freedom to be a member of my guild, but still like have like a little bit of their own freedom,
Okay, I get you. You're pretty much saying that you're a better alternative to Pike.
Yes.
You're not here to bully. What else will you use to like convince them to win them over, aside from just saying they'll be free to do whatever they want? They'll be free to do what they want. Like, what sort of proof could you give to individuals whose sole occupation in life is to get money to join you?
Ooh. I'm going to I guess I can like promise to like find us a big haul.
Okay. And I do want you to remember that the party is all trading currently in mostly gold bars, which is each is worth each is worth 100 gold. And so you yourself would have 4 gold bars on you,
yes,
including the gold coins.
Yes.
So you promise them that you can provide for them a hall or a place where they could eat and be secure.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, roll either performance or persuasion to convince them, whichever is higher.
19.
The crowd, the 8 people, and including 2 more, so a total of 10 people, give a hearty huzzah as they hear you mention this. Mention freedom from Pike and strength back into the Thieves Guild. They say, "I like this guy. He seems a good guy. Make Thieves Guild great again." And all that. And so, one individual, a half-elf woman, stands up and says, "Well, how are you going to get this sort of building? What do you have the money to buy it, or do you know where to go to get it?" She asks, quite questioning your validity.
Okay, me asking you as the GM.
Yeah.
How much
Mhm.
could I spend money to fix up the unlucky mare?
Certainly. You can tell it's a rather run-down place, and if you want to invest money into setting this place up as the new Thieves Guild headquarters, you could definitely talk to the half-orc bartender, who is currently throwing a rowdy pair of drunks out the door.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up and talk to the barkeep as soon as is it a male or female orc?
Oh, it's a male orc.
Okay. So as soon as he's done, like throwing them out, I'm gonna talk to him like, hey, you know, in exchange for me, you know, investing in your establishment to fix it up, to bring you more, you know, customers, would you mind if, you know, we use your establishment as a base of operations for our guild?
He seems to consider putting a think, kind of nodding to himself as he kind of works through the machinations in his mind. And he says, well, getting this place fixed up is certainly in my interest. And the Thieves Guild always brings in coin. As long as you always give me a certain cut of whatever money your employees bring in, I'll be happy to make this the new home of the Thieves Guild. To fix up this place, I'd say it cost, well, for me to get the right amount of materials and individuals to do it, it'll cost around 250 gold total.
So I'm going to okay, so me asking you again as GM. So I can trust that he's going to spend it on the building, right?
Roll
And
roll perception.
oh boy. Oh, hold on, it fell in the crack of the book. It was like stuck between two numbers.
Come on.
You said perception?
Yes.
19.
He seems quite earnest. He's looking forward to the prospect of fixing up his tavern and the money that Thieves Guild will bring in. So he seems quite honest in the amount that he gave you and his intentions. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him the 250 and say,
All right.
you have yourself a deal.
He shakes your hand and gives you a toothy grin. He says, "And you too, new boss master of the guild, or boss man of the guild." All right. In that case, is there anything else that Lion would intend to do?
There's one more thing. Is there... Okay, so I have written down all the things that you said.
Yes.
A tapestry shop, could they make a banner?
Oh, certainly. No need to kind of go into like you going over there or no need to go into details, but yeah, you could definitely commission them to make a tapestry and the design for the new Thieves Guild.
It's okay, so I'm gonna tell you. So it's like it's like a dragon.
Okay. Just a simple dragon, or is there?
It's gonna be like
else?
a dragon like breathing fire.
Cool, dragon breathing fire. How many tapestries would you like to make?
Or
essentially banners. How many banners?
Well, I was thinking like probably shouldn't put them at the door, huh?
Probably not. No need to advertise that way.
I was thinking
You definitely put them on the inside, though.
I was thinking probably like 4, one for each wall for now. We can always add more later.
And these just gonna be plain tapestries with the simple design or with the design on it.
Yeah.
Yep. For each tapestry, it'll cost you 50 gold, so that'll be 200 each, or 200 total.
Okay, so I am now broke. I have 22 gold.
All right. Rip. But the 10 individuals that you've conscripted, they'll now bring in a monthly a monthly income for the guild, and so you'll get a cut of that as well.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So are these like just like thieves, or are these like, are some of them bruisers as well?
It's a number of individuals. Some are cut purses. You have 2 cut purses, 2 beggars, 4 thugs, and then the final 2 are just there for anything.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. So I'm just gonna, for now, until I come up with a name for it, I'm just gonna name it Hill versus, or Lies Thieves Guild.
Nice.
Okay, so you said 2 cut purses.
Or 2 beggars.
2 beggars.
And 4 thugs.
What about the other 2?
They can be assigned to anything unless you have specific, and they can also do like specific stuff.
I'm gonna have.
The following 2 are also 2 burglars. Sorry.
Oh, so 2 burglars. Okay.
Fun thing about these guys, these are all subclasses of the rogue. Or these are all like rogue subclasses. Just as a little flavor.
So I have 2 cut purses, 2 beggars, 4 thugs, and 2 burglars.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure.
There you go. And then in that case, I guess we'll move now back to Almonar. You still have a good amount of gold. Is there anything else that you would like to do as you train to be a Grim? What's it called again? A Grimwalker? Gloomwalker. Thank you. And if I remind myself, you've requisitioned armor for Tumbles. Yeah. You have requisitioned an exquisite bow for yourself, a hooded cloak, a hooded fox fur cloak, and then is there anything else? And then the people they've been building the village back up. Construction is coming to a close, actually.
Did I find that cat?
Oh yes, the cat quest.
We forgot about it. We never found that fucking cat. Cat's dead, starved on the side of the road somewhere.
Well, the cat decided to go into high waters the night of,
Fuck no.
I'm joking. This is 2 months after when you saw the sign for it, and so the notice did say that the kitten was last seen at the clock tower square. So that's also where Bromson and Sons have their establishment.
Yeah, we'll go pick up my bow and my dog's armor.
All right. So they've both been finished. You have a exquisite. You go to first Charlie, who hands you your bow with a flourish. She's quite proud of her work, as it is a +1 exquisite bow.
Yes.
Or longbow. So that will give you +1 to both attack and damage rolls.
And
hey, real quick, while I have my player's handbook here. So I asked you about the hunter's mark for the ranger, which is on page 89, and I was looking through it. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Let's see, I don't see it here for some reason. Do you see it?
yeah, I have it in my thing. Let me get to it real quick.
Yeah. Or if you could read it out to me.
Oh, you said you're looking for Hunter's Mark, right?
Yes.
Hunter's Mark is actually not with Rangers. It's actually in the spells.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It's on, Guys, I remember seeing it when I was reading about it. It's on page, where's it at? 251 in the player's handbook.
Okay. And actually, Hunter's Mark is a level 1 spell from what I see. So you just have to be a level 1 ranger to be able to use it.
Oh, so I can use it now. Nice!
Yeah. I think so. And so, unless it's a level 1, but when do rangers get their level 1 spells? That's the question.
Probably level 2.
Yeah, so I think you still have to get to level 2 ranger,
Oh, that's fine.
unfortunately.
That's fine.
But way I'm or you could read it out to me, Amel, if you found it.
For some reason, it.
The only reason I'm asking is because I think we might have been playing Hunter's Mark wrong, using it like not in the proper way. Yeah.
I likely.
What's up?
I said that is probably highly likely.
Yeah, I mean I get you. You know, it's easy to make mistakes, and we're all pretty new to the game anyway, so it's all good. From what I'm reading, it's at Hunter's Mark. It has a range of 90 feet, so I mean that's cool. That's not an issue, but it says that you choose a creature you can see, which means both humanoid or beast. You can see within range, and you mystically mark it as your quarry until the spell ends, and its duration is 1 hour. You deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. So I mean, yeah, certainly whenever it's on the target, you can hit it as much as you want, or every time you hit it, you do an extra 1d6. And then it says you have advantage on any wisdom, that means perception, or survival checks you make to find the target. And then if the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use it. You can use a bonus action to mark a new creature. So I don't think it doesn't grant advantage to attacks on the creature.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to locate it, you can roll with advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just using the wrong.
Yeah, and I'm not blaming you or anything like that. It's easy. I made the same mistake, so just keep that in mind.
Find it was because since I was messing with like trying to see what I wanted to like do for my if I wanted a multi-class or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you got off track. You're looking through the other stuff.
Warlock.
Oh.
And it replaced it with one of the cantrips.
Oh.
That Warlock's did.
Mm-hmm.
And it just didn't add it back once I went to Gloomstalker.
I get you. That happens. But also,
yeah.
I was looking at it, and as a ranger, you have, or let me see, as a second level, or you're a third level ranger, correct? Mm-hmm. And so by going to the ranger class, I see that, let me up real quick, yada yada, ranger, there we go. Rangers at third level, in the game there's what is called a spell slot, which means how many spells you can cast before a long rest or between long rests. And so, as a third level ranger, you have 3 first level spell slots, which means you can cast Hunter's Mark 3 times before you need to rest again in order to use it. But I was looking it up, and so the bonus action. So let's say if you kill your quarry, and you move your Hunter's Mark to a different individual or different creature, it won't cost you to use another Hunter's Mark spell slot.
Yeah.
So just keep in. It's a lot to process, but to simplify it, every time you take an 8-hour rest, you can use Hunter's Mark 3 times.
Yeah. And it doesn't take multiple casts to put that mark on other people. It's just a bonus action.
A bonus action only if the first person you cast it on is
dies.
Yeah, knocked unconscious or is killed.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I just wanted to go over that real quick. And so, going back to the kitten quest, though, you make your way to the Clock Tower Square, and if you're going to be looking for the kitten, you're out front of Bromson and Sons blacksmithery. I'd like you to roll investigation.
Okay. 19.
19, bravo. So, as you're looking around The square, it's quite full of people. It's hard to get a good read on the crowd, but you do see near the entrance of Bromson and Sons a tiny little black hare. And so, what's okay? You pick up the hare, and I would like you to roll nature, please.
Oh, I think I should. I'm a ranger.
You probably should if you're a ranger, but
So nature would be in the skills, right?
yes, nature is one of the skills.
Sadly, do not.
Oh, unlucky.
I have animal killing.
But nature is is based off of your intelligence modifier. So in that case, I'd like you to roll a d20 with nature.
Ah, oh. 7.
You squint at it. It's rather small. It's kind of hard to see, but you identify it as cat fur, black cat fur.
Oh,
So, you found this little fur piece in front of the entrance, central entrance to Bromson and Sons. What will you do now?
Open the door and ask Big Boss Man Bronson, hey, did you see a cat? A little black cat?
Bromson looks at you with a chuckle. He seems to be resting from his forge. He's just taking a break, as it were. Well, in fact, I did see a kitten a few days ago. Cute little thing, a little black whelp, quite young. It was quite hungry, meowing for milk, and so I fed it. And so, as he's talking, you hear a meow come from his rather large and bushy beard. A tiny little mule. Oh, speaking of which, he reaches inside the beard and pulls out a little black kitten. Here's the little rascal himself.
Kittens.
Oh, he blinks and says, "Oh, you know this kitten." As the kitten looks at you, understanding that you just said its name.
It's not mine. There was a little girl who posted that her cat got lost.
Ah, and this is the young little rascal right here. Decided to go on an adventure, he must have.
Yeah.
Oh, too cute. He hands you the kitten and says, "Well, I will be sad to see him go, but more than happy to see him return home. Good luck with you, then."
Don't worry, if my dog has any pups, I'll give you one of them.
Bromson looks quite pleased at that, and before you go, he says, "Oh yes, since you haven't gotten the armor yet. I was able to finish it beforehand." And so he turns away from you and then hands you a leather satchel, patting it, and he says, "That's your dog's armor right there. That should do him just fine. Keep the satchel. It's a present."
Thank you very much, sir. I toss it over my back. And is it heavy?
It definitely has a heft to it, but it's not too heavy, and so you'll know that it won't bother tumbles in it.
Okay. So now I already got my bow right from Charlie.
You already got your bow? Yep.
I'm gonna go take the kitten to its family.
All right. You follow the address for the kitten, asking your way from time to time, and you eventually arrive in the Mudsons, which is the middle class district. Thankfully, it's the lower Mudsons, which wasn't affected by the fire, and so
Would have been worse.
very. You arrive at the home of the kitten, and it's a burnt to crap. Rather, you come to quite a humble little domicile, which bears the address that was listed in the paper. Mitten seems to meow in recognition of the house.
I go and knock on the door.
The door opens by a creak, and you don't seem to see anyone at first. But looking down, You do notice a little girl peering through the crack up at you, and she says, "Hello?"
Say, "Hi, sweetie pie. It seems you have lost something," and I hold Mittens out towards her.
The girl squeals in happiness as she throws the door open, grabbing Mittens from your hand and hugging the kitten gently, but quite lovingly. You've made the girl quite happy. So after cuddling the kitten, she remembers you exist, and she looks up and she's like, "Oh, yes," and she says that she asks for you to wait right there as she go gets your reward. And
Sure.
so she scurries off, and then when she returns, Mitten is perched on her shoulder, and she offers up to you, in her tiny little hand, is 2 gold pieces. And she says, "It's a big reward, right?"
You say, "Yes, it is, sweetie, but you can keep it. This is just make sure you take good care of Mittens, okay?"
She thanks you and bids you a good day. Mittens meows after you. Look at you. Nice guy all are. And so, I guess, is there anything else that you would like to do before you head back to your village outside? The city wall?
Sweet.
Oh, and before you finish, also, Brady, would Lai transmit the message of of your new Thieves Guild to the other members of the party, or?
Yeah, they know. They know.
Okay.
They know my notorious deeds. It's okay.
Okay.
I need to go pick up my cloak from the lady as well.
That's right. The cloak is finished, and as you arrive, she quite proudly gives it to you. "Here you are, dear." And she now has a new fox fur scarf around her neck. She says, "Here you are, dear. I'm quite proud of it myself. Worked days and nights over this thing." She, as usual, has her skin is immaculate, as is her makeup and outfit.
Quick
The
question.
assistant seems even more worn out in the corner.
Question.
Yes, dear.
Well, this is out of the game.
Okay, yeah, what's up?
Is she a moon elf?
No, she's simply a high elf.
My own kind.
What?
You know how I feel about my own kind.
Yeah, you have a complex about them. I'm aware.
Cool. Okay, then never mind. She's cool. I like her. Yeah. Say thank you very much, ma'am. I go out and what do I want to do?
Well, you know that Lai has now a burgeoning little thieves guild getting set up.
I
We're
probably
starting.
just walked around the slums for the past 2
I'm
months.
gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go and drop off like 100 gold at the Thieves Guild,
Okay, what is?
so so they can see that income is coming in, maybe to attract more people.
Oh, I see. So you're giving in gold to possibly attract more members.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a specific type of shady individual you're looking to acquire? There is so out of rogues that you can bring in, there are the regular cut purses. You have the beggars, which mainly deal with information and also just begging for gold as well. Then you have your thugs, which are general muscle for anybody who needs it, and intimidation factor. Burglars, who handle in stealing from houses and acquiring certain items. And then finally, there are fences,
Let's go
which
with
We don't have any
which handle-
fences, by the way. We have everything but fences.
fences.
Yeah, we have no fences.
they're people who will take the stolen items and then
Charge
sell
for
them and
gold.
pretty much ensure that they're sold in a discreet manner so that you get gold out of them.
I'll look to find some of them.
All right. So with 50 gold, you're able to recruit 2 fences to the guild. So
So
There
now we
you
have.
go, good
So
job.
now we have 2 fences.
Yep.
Okay, let me write that
Now
down.
we have pretty much everything we would need established under bosshood for the time being. Okay, so after that's done, I'm just
Never tell them who I am. I'm gonna walk over.
okay.
So Ryan wants no part of it.
No, I was just saying,
He's
don't.
just gonna walk in one of these days and be like, "I own all of you bitches."
So
He's gonna walk in like sweaty, clothes torn up. I've been walking for 2 months.
okay, so since I'm was hanging out at the unlucky
The unlucky
manor.
manor.
Yeah, sorry, brain fart for a second. I gather everyone around and I basically make Alamar my right hand man.
All right then.
So
And where does that leave poor Iris then?
right hand woman,
She's
come
cool.
on.
Of course.
But she doesn't want to be known yet to the guild, so I can't introduce her to the guild yet. You know.
Okay.
So basically,
So in the
In
In the meantime, while all this is going on, we do need to get back to Iris, as, I mean,
where is it? What day? What is food?
who am I?
Do you have any money?
I have 36 gold.
Dude, just come find me. I'll feed you. It's fine.
No, it's like the whole time I'm from the slums while you guys are doing all
I
your
have
stuff.
4. Both of you have blown all your money. I still have 412 gold somehow.
Yeah.
yeah, but
342 gold. I
But-
think.
Oh, I do. 342.
No,
Yeah, but
362, my bad,
Oh.
since you spent 100.
Yeah. Never mind.
But remember this. You didn't pay to learn a new class yet.
Yeah, because I didn't want to learn a new class.
and
I did. I wanted something better, so that cost me a chunk of money.
I acquired us a thieves guild.
So, pretty much what they're saying is, put in some work.
Where's the real
money.
winner here? Me.
So, I mean,
I'm gonna.
But-
I'm cool when you guys can't afford drinks. Next time we go get drinks, I guess who's not paying for it.
That means that you just walk up to the table.
wait, Lai doesn't drink.
Chug,
Lai's the worst rogue ever because he does not drink.
look them all.
And yeah, his
I'm not sure if opting out of getting drunk makes him a worse rogue, but hey.
well, no, because like everyone's
Come on.
like, let's spend all our ill-gotten gains on booze, which
Okay.
is
Booze and woman. But anyway, going back to
I know
Iris.
I know where the thieves guild is now. Yes.
the thieves guild. Yes, you do know where it's at.
So-
What is everybody doing tonight?
Well,
Everybody like,
you
To
are
making me
currently
money.
walking through the stilts, and so as you walk through the streets, when there are streets, they're quite narrow. Alleyways are even narrower, and so it's quite a rather run-down, disreputable place. And so as you walk down a rather empty street, two rather boorish, thuggish-looking individuals stand in front of you at the end of the street, blocking your path. One of them says, "I've never seen you round here before." He kind of blinks, not expecting the reverse question. Well, the other one fills in. What he means to say is, if you want to walk around these parts, you gotta pay the toll. You savvy, girly?
I said,
Are these?
or you can pay and you go away here.
Wait, are
like-
these my thugs?
No, they are not.
Oh, okay.
I could pay you, or you can pay me and you can walk away with non-broken legs.
They both kind of blink and look at each other as they consider the the short human woman in front of them, who currently has no armor. And they're like, "Yeah, don't think that's how it works." And so one pulls out so it's two humanoids. One is a tall half-orc. The other one is a rather short and rat-like human. The human pulls out a dagger, and the orc pulls out the human pulls out 2 daggers, and the orc pulls out a club. And they're like, "You're gonna regret talking to us like that.
Yeah.
I say you pay up now."
I just pull out my katana and be like, well, looks like I get to test this out.
Alright, are you going to attack them then? In that case, I'd like you to roll for initiative.
I was just gonna say, I'll give them one more chance to walk away with their legs.
Yeah, well, these guys are go-getters. They're here to make some cash, so since you give them the opportunity, they swing at you. And now I'd like you to roll for initiative.
Are these Pikes guys?
Probably. You see nothing that would say yes or no, or you know nothing that says yes or no. They just seem like 2 thuggish individuals.
But they're not wearing, like, that's the sign of the dragon anywhere, right?
Yeah.
That we can. So, like, they're not. But,
no.
Okay. Then
they're
Ryan.
clear. They're clearly. They're not affiliated with anyone.
Okay, Ryan,
They're
you can
just
kill him.
Trying to make some cash.
You can kill him. Kill him, recruit him, whatever.
That is up to Ryan, though. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever. I was like,
Nope. Real difference is.
Okay, so I rolled a 9 for the initiative.
All right then. And so I'm currently rolling for my guys as well. And there we go. In that case,
But let me unequip my armor real quick so I can see what it.
Your AC is 10. Good job.
so AC is going to be 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
10 plus dex. 10.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have a dexterity modifier because he doesn't have any dexterity.
All right then. In that case, the larger of the 2, the half-orc thug, swings his club down upon you as he rolls to attack.
Die.
And so that will be with that. And so that is going to be a... Ooh, he swings down, is able to strike a blow upon you. And upon your shoulder. It leaves quite the sting, as it does a total of 3 damage to you.
Maybe not.
So remember, you are 3rd level, and so make sure your HP is equal to that. So as a fighter... Okay. In which case, how much HP do you have?
Mine shows a max of 27.
Alright then. In that case, so you're now down to 24, correct?
Yes.
Alright, in that case, 24 out of 27. It is now your turn.
Wait. I use a different dice for the katana, don't I? So 1d10.
Oh, you still have the d20 for attack rolls. But yeah, the damage rolls is still a d10.
Yeah, just want to make sure.
D10 is the weird.
Yep.
I was Okay, so the closest one to me, correct?
Yeah, the tall thug is currently right in front of you, with the small thug, the one behind. So
I'm gonna do a downward slice. That is me.
Oh my! All right.
Well, they're walking away with or without their legs.
In that case, roll to hit, please.
18.
Ooh! All right. So you slice at the knee, and now I'd like you to roll damage as you hit.
Sorry,
It would have been a 22, but
yeah,
because he didn't add a strength modifier to it.
my bad. Still, it rolls up to a 22 with my strength modifier.
All right. So.
Yeah.
So wait, it does 22 damage, you say?
No.
To hit it was 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So damage. 3.
Plus what?
Plus
Plus the
it was
strength modifier, right? or proficiency bonus?
It's going to, well, since you're still training, you're not proficient with the weapon yet.
So it's just the base weapon damage.
Yeah, base weapon damage plus your strength.
Strength, so 7.
7.
All right. The orc lets out a scream as blood runs, as a large cut is left in his leg, blood running down it. And so you have, congratulations, you did quite a good amount of damage there. And so now it is the small thug's turn, who runs around to your side and attacks you twice with his daggers. So I'm going to roll for the first one, which misses. He stabs and you were able to dodge out of the way as he thrusts for the first dagger. But for the second, ooh, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only AC 10, as he manages to miss both times, you dodging expertly out of the way. So bravo on that part. But now it is back up to the half-orc, who, quite angry at your attack, now swings for your head, as if he's trying to lop it off with one blow. And so, let's see, I'm going to roll to attack there. Ooh, and he manages to hit. And so, he managed to knock you on the side of the head quite strongly with a total damage of 4. So, managed to indicate that. And so, you're now dropped down to 20 HP. So, let's see. We're going to indicate that. And now it is Iris's turn. I do want you to remember that it is possible to do a non-lethal attack. If your finishing attack, if the final attack, or if the finishing blow on an individual, or if you make the finishing blow on an individual, you can say that you want to make it a non-lethal attack. Or you can simply opt to kill him straight out. Your decision.
Taking his leg.
Same leg? Same leg?
And I'm gonna hope that shows his friend that I'm not joking about them either walking with or without their legs.
Oh my. So if you're...
I was being serious.
Nobody fucks around with Iris, apparently. That's the message you're trying to send.
Yes.
Well then, in that case, if you manage to roll a crit, in that case, roll to attack, please, the tall thug.
Oh, this 6. Yeah, 6. Fuck. I stumble and faceplant myself.
Thankfully, nothing that bad. You swing again, but he's ready for the second swing as he manages to move his leg out of the way in time. And now the the rat-like, or the human thug is now going to stab at you again. So this will be the first attack. He misses. You just dodge out of the way, and for the second, ooh, but this time he's been watching your movements and he manages to stab into your side, doing a total of 3 damage to you. So you're now dropped down to 17 HP.
Hey guys, I'll be right back in just a second, okay?
Okay.
I mean, the good part is I still have some healing potions on me too, so.
True, you do. And as this fight is going on, a group of onlookers has now surrounded y'all, kind of cheering for blood to be drawn and foes to be, or for people to be knocked out and killed and whatnot. So you've gotten the attention of the less than reputable denizens of the stilts. So you got their attention. But
I'm
now
just gonna thieves put on their shoulders. I am their god now.
you take their legs and you wave it around. I am the leg god. Fear me.
Basically.
Well, as fun as that would be, it's not your turn to do that yet. As the half-orc thug once again swings down at you, and he manages to strike. This time he doesn't hit for the head. Instead, he hits for the wounds that the other thug just caused. So he hits your stab wounds, doing a total of 6 damage. So you're now down to 11 HP, making it
to use a
turn.
potion.
Hmm?
The health potion, what that would cost me in my big turn.
A health potion, to pull it out and drink it, would cost you. To pull it out would be your movement, and to drink it would be your minor. So
Okay.
essentially, it costs two turn or two
Well,
actions.
Moved at all. So we're like just standing in one spot and beating each other.
Pretty much. You don't have to worry about moving. You're all just kind of wailing on each other.
So I'll drink a health potion.
All right, fair enough.
And what does it heal?
It will heal for. I had it written down right over here. A health potion will heal you for. Don't mind me as I flip through my thing. It'll heal for 1d6 plus 4 damage.
1d6 plus 4?
Yep.
So 6. I'm back up to 17.
Hey, there we go. He's like, oh, wait a minute. That's not fair.
Fuck you.
You still have your standard action, so.
For that fucking leg again.
Alright, you swing for the leg. Please roll to hit.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome out.
I did it. It was 15, but 19 total.
Oh, yeah, you definitely hit his leg again. Roll for damage, please.
1d10. It's plus my strength modifier, correct?
That is correct.
So it would be 11 damage.
Oh! Alright. Give me the killing blow.
Ah, God, I slice his fucking leg off, pick it up, hit him in the head with it.
Jesus Christ. As he falls to the ground from your, like, series of blows, first with your sword and then with his leg, he falls to the ground and breathes a gurgled last. He says, "No, I was," and now the orc, or the half-orc thug is dead. And now it is the small thug's turn. As he has seen you just kill his compatriot, he seems even more invigorated to attack you as he goes for another 2 blows on you. And so, the first one will hit, and as for the second one will hit as well. So I'll be rolling for double damage here. Ooh, and take 7 damage. So
Alright.
that will do 7 damage to you, and you're brought back down to 10. Good thing you drank that health potion. And so now it is your turn again, Iris. The crowd screams in fervor as you lop off the leg of the half-orc. You hear an old woman shouting, "Give it! Knock off his head! Knock off his head!"
I remember we had 2 health potions. I'm gonna take that last health potion.
Alright, so 1d6 plus 4.
So 15 now.
Alright, 15 HP. And so you've used your final health potion. Make sure to indicate that you have no more.
I will once I'm not in combat.
Sure.
Can I try to intimidate the other guy? Like, dude, I just took your friend's leg. Do you want me to take yours as well?
Alright, that'll be your one remaining action. So, or sorry, what were you saying?
I'm trying to intimidate him to leave.
Okay, what do you say to him then? Or what do you do?
I said, I have one leg now. We can always make it a pair.
That's evil. Holy shit. Alright, roll to intimidate, please. So that'll be with your intimidate skill.
19 plus 5.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Your words visibly shake him as you literally shake the leg of his dead compatriot in the air at him. He's like, all right, I'll go away, you monster, you lunatic. And as he backs away, still holding his daggers in his hands, "Who are you?" he asks in fear.
Just don't sleep at night.
What? He seems confused for a second, but then decides to run away from the craziness that is Iris. As he squeezes his way through the crowd, they give a resounding cheer at your victory, and a few toss and a few gold coins at you for the show.
Sweet.
And you now have 3 extra gold coins, dude. Congratulations.
Sweet. I'm taking that leg with me back to the Thieves Guild, by the way.
Oh my god.
Because I said I was taking it, I'm taking it.
Alright, to each their own, I suppose. You are now crack it to a, 2.0.
I'm just gonna walk in with a random leg. Everybody, all the thieves are gonna jump up and who and why are you here?
And Lai's just gonna put his head in his hands and go, "That's Iris."
Well, that exactly happens as you enter the unlucky mare. You see Iris and Olimar at a table with another thug reporting Lai and Olimar. And as you enter the tavern, the room falls to a hush as everybody sees the bloody human entering the room carrying a leg, exactly. And everybody just kind of looks first at Iris and then at Lai and Almanar to see what they'll do.
I just wave with my hand with the leg. Hi, Ollie.
Look at Iris. I just kind of shake my head, get up and go get a drink.
Alright. So, there y'all go. The party is once again back together in the new Thieves Guild headquarters. Congratulations, y'all.
Yeah.
As everybody kind of sits back down and for the craziness, one of the Thieves Guild beggars runs into the tavern and says, "It's here! The Emporium is here!" And with that, I will be right back. We're going to pause for a brief bit. I need to go get some water. So, be right back.
Okay.
Oh, and before I go, Almanar, you will know that the Emporium is a traveling shop, a shop on a boat that only visits the town once every 7 years, and the shop is rumored to have magic items for a unique price.
Guess who has
Money.
So,
they
you're
bought
back.
soul now? I have one to bid with.
Wait. So, how much money are they carrying?
The Emporium?
Yes.
Friday, we're not robbing the
I don't
Emporium.
think they have a lot of money. The special thing is probably something that is less monetary, more.
Brady, we're not robbing.
Give me
We're
your
not
soul
robbing the Emporium.
/ blood.
We will not rob the Emporium. But we need to rob something. We need to bring in some cash.
Okay.
So,
Go do a job later.
okay, so this is kind of what I had in mind. To, show that our Thieves Guild is better than Pike's Thieves Guild. I was thinking, what if...
Go beat up Pike?
No. I don't want to do that because then it's going to see we're stooping to his level. I want to take a little bit of the Thieves Guild money, if y'all are okay with this, and kind of build up the stilts.
Be Robin Hood?
Yeah. So it's not like we're completely evil. I mean, yeah, I kind of burnt down half the town, but, I mean, if we rebuild the stilts and make it the new high waters, enrich the poor people's lives, how many of them are going to come racing to us, for protection and stuff,
This is true.
You like those?
Yeah.
Kidding me? I like this. So am I going to be introduced to the Chief Guild now? Like,
I pretty much assume that you're one of us.
or
You walked
crazy-
into the lake, said my name, and I just went.
Hey, but at least now we have, with Ryan being there, we have someone to help us protect the headquarters.
I'm so surprised I did that with no armor.
They're like, what the fuck does this little girl do? She protect, and most importantly, she doesn't give like back.
Like, I'm fully like imagining.
You guys need to come.
Like, I fully imagine once Iris completes her ninja training or samurai training, I just like fully imagine her like hiding like in plain sight and just like cutting someone in half, like almost ninja style.
Yeah. People will probably forget about her because me and you are gonna pump out like stupid amounts of DPS.
Yeah,
I know what it is.
and then she's just gonna be in the front line like, I'm getting hit.
It's ready. My new character's name. She protect. She attack. More importantly, you're not getting your girlfriend back.
You're not getting your girlfriend back. That's great. I
Have
mean-
one.
I think it's pretty cool though that we now have a thieves guild.
I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna wonder where the fuck you got them from. But where did you get those? How did you get those? Why are they attached to your head? Take them off.
Yeah, but that was the one time I actually rolled high, and I was
This
so
game.
grateful for it.
That's one of the me. Where you're just like, it's like it's about to be mad, and you're like, no. It's like, you. I want to read that picture again. Like, I didn't get a great sense for it because I was trying not to get my head bashed in by a fucking truck.
Mel, who's the okay? So in Critical Role,
Yeah.
who is the barbarian? Like, what's his name? Do you remember?
For first season?
Yes.
Grog.
Grog, there's always
Grog. Yes, that's who Iris reminds me of.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Both. Like, he just like he was carrying like dragon's blood with him, just because.
His name is Grog.
And like he had like rotten chicken and he just threw it at someone. Like a rotten chicken leg and he threw it at someone.
Yeah.
Wait, Brady, why did you throw rotten chicken legs at people? I just got back.
No, I didn't. It's from a D&D show that I was watching.
Oh, okay. I was like, the fuck, Brady? You're all like
Yeah.
mild-mannered and shit, then you're doing this on the side?
So, okay, so I was talking to the guys about this. I'm thinking that maybe we'll, like, to show that we're better than Pike, we'll, like, Robin Hood.
Oh, yeah.
So, like-
rob the rich, feed the poor, help out
Well,
the
so,
slum.
yeah, I was thinking we'll build up the stilts. Or is it stilts or stills?
It's the stilts.
Okay.
And the reason it's called the stilts is because most of the houses here are built over the water or like on kind of like marshy land.
Okay.
And so all the houses and all like the walkways are all on stilts, essentially.
Okay. Well, do you think that's like an okay thing that we could do? Like, is that
Definitely.
something-
You
Okay.
have to invest like some hefty coin in order to build it up.
Yeah.
house. Yeah, do it.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm just like, I figure, make the stilts the new high water. Since I burnt
new high water.
Since I burnt down the high waters.
You burnt down most of it for sure. You maniac.
But see, that was my plan. Burn it down and then build up the poor to make them the rich.
Oh
and
shit!
And then think
society on its head, man.
And then think how many of them are going to come flocking to us because who's been the one there for them when they were down, bro. Yeah.
I like y'all's thinking. Good idea.
Yeah.
All right, but bravo. I like the idea. I'll definitely try to hash out it more, and we can talk about that.
Okay.
For sure. So, in the meantime, so the party, as you all are informed, in Unlucky Mare, the Emporium is a mysterious shop that sails around the entire continent. Each year, or every 7 years, it makes its way into each town, and so this is the year that, or every 7 years, it makes its full cycle, and so has returned. The Emporium has now returned to Darkmoore Harbor. As the beggar who rushed in tells you, he says that the Emporium has pulled in and is close to the docks. So, and as Olimar would know, that this is the only place, or this is the only time where magic weapons are somewhat easy to acquire, as they are not a common thing in Darkmoore region.
Oh, speaking of magic weapons, I forgot to ask you. The big donation earlier. Did anything happen for that?
The big donation.
Yeah, I remember the 14.
You simply feel. Oh, you have Tiamat's blessing.
Okay.
So for your next strike, you have that.
Okay, that's what I was asking. That's what I was asking. Wasn't sure about that.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, I forgot to ask you earlier. So.
Okay, I get you. And so, with the party, what would you like to do? Would you like to make your way immediately there? I know, Iris, you are in need of some health potions now, since you use most of them.
I'm actually going to give, seeing that Iris is beat up, I'm going to give Iris one of my health potions.
Oh.
Iris hurt.
Iris hurt bad. Eloquent as always, Iris. Way to play into stereotypes. Alright, are you going to drink the health potion now, as you are still at 15 HP?
Yeah, I'll drink it.
Alright, 1d6 plus 4.
8. Not too bad.
I gotta keep my right-hand woman healthy.
Exactly.
I was about to say, because I have the only healing spell we have.
You do? Question mark?
D8 plus 8.
Wait.
This is okay for right now.
I have
Wait,
two.
how do you have the healing? How do you have a healing spell as a ranger?
It's one of the ranger spells you can get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Do I have my armor back? Or do I have my new armor?
Yes. So everybody, this is nearing the end of the 3-month period. And so, Iris, you will know now that your armor is ready for you to... You have your dresses and your armor are all ready for you to pick up.
So while they go to the Emporium, I'm going to go grab that stuff first before going out there.
Me too.
Okay. And so, as Iris and Lai pick up their equipment, Olimar, you make your way to the docks. And you see a large crowd kind of forming at the end of one of the piers. And as you approach the crowd, you see them all pointing at and talking about a boat in the distance. The boat is about half a mile off away from the city, and from what you can see, it appears to be a 2-story wooden building on top of a small boat, or of a medium-sized boat. And so I guess will you... there appears to be some boats ready to take people out to the to the Emporium. Will you go on your own first, or will you wait for Lai and Iris to catch up?
I'll go on my own first, just to make sure if there's anything of interest that I want, it doesn't get, snatched up.
AKA Iris is saying he wants first digs, or first picks.
Yeah.
Very nice, my dude. Alright, in that case, there's a ferryman offering to take people out for a price. For the simple price of 10 gold, he can take you out. He can take you out to the Emporium, and that's there and back.
Done.
Alright, so minus 2 gold from your... Or 10 gold, sorry. Minus 10 gold from your stash. And so that leaves you at 342, or 352, sorry. 352 gold.
Cool.
Alright, and so the ferryman shoves off. You're the only person on the boat. The crowd seeming to hang back and just kind of watch. And you make your way to the Emporium. As you get closer, the Emporium, aside from the fact that it is in fact a house on the water, or a building on the water, it appears to be quite a plain wooden building. So you arrive at a little ramp that leads up into the shop, and the ferryman says, "All right, here you go. I'll be sailing back to pick up anyone else, but I'll be keeping an eye on if you need to leave." He nods, and as you get off, he disembarks back to the shore. Or he begins to, unless you would want to ask him to stay and wait for you.
I'm gonna head.
All right, you head inside, and on the inside of the building, the inside is quite. As you enter, the inside is quite bare. For a shop, you'd think there'd be some shelves or anything that offer the wares, but rather the building, the first half of the room is quite empty, with a few crates and barrels kind of stacked in the corner. But halfway, or splitting the room in half, is a plain wooden counter. The counter, you can tell that there are things on top of it, but they are being covered by simple purple cloth that's covering the length of the counter. And this counter is from one end of the room to the other, so it splits the room in half. Behind the counter is a rather plain-looking male half-elf. He appears to be middle-aged, and he looks at you with a glimmer in his eye. His eyes are a brown color. His hair is a shock of red, and he smiles as he says, "Ah, welcome to the Emporium. Welcome to the Emporium. I am Crystalex. It's owner and the one who runs the shop. Is there anything that I can do for you today, good sir?"
I'm interested in that would suit my fantasy. You see, I'm a hunter, so I would prefer to get something magical that would help me in that endeavor.
Ah, hunter. A noble profession since the dawn of time. The humanoid races have all been hunters of their own right. I have just the thing for you, good sir, as magic is what I deal in. And as he says that, he grabs hold of the purple cloth and whips it back, revealing a whole slew of magical items glimmering on the table, or lying on the table. He says he beckons you to come closer, and begins to list out things you might be interested in. So for yourself, I have, he points to a pair of leather bracers. These are bracers of archery, as you can see. He picks one up and indicates at the wrist there's a engraving of 3 arrows. These are bracers of archery. That should help you help your bow find its target. And then he Setting those down, he indicates this is the robe of useful items. It's a plain black robe, but it has patchwork, it has little patches on it, all of different representing all different little things. There's a piece of rope. There's a candle, a little candle patch, and other stuff, all on it. Then he points to a pair of black leather boots. These are the boots of elven kind, useful when sneaking up on your quarry. Then we have the boots of Winterland. He points to a pair of boots. But they are fur-lined. They help prevent the nip of winter. Quite useful up north, I assure you, if that is where you plan to go. He then points to a pair of metal gauntlets, fierce and rather rough-looking. He describes them as gauntlets of ogre power. Then he points to a pair of plain brown gloves. These are gloves of thievery, good for those with untoward intentions towards the property of others. Then he points at a little cap, like one you put on your head. This is the cap of water breathing. If you like going for a swim or diving, this will ensure that you never have to worry about running out of air. He then points to a simple little hat. It looks like it once was quite a fabulous and pretty, rather valuable clothing item, but now it's rather worn and shapeless. This is a hat of disguise. Put it on, and you can become whoever you want to appear. And then, last but not least, he at the far end of the counter is a boomerang, which he says, "This is a storm boomerang. Packs quite the punch, and it'll give your enemies a zing." And so, as he says this, Olimar and Lai, you two arrive at the docks. You arrive at the pier, at which the boatman is waiting to ferry people across. He says to you all, 10 gold each, no more, no less. So I assume y'all will pay the toll to get across?
No, I'm kind of happy with the stuff that I have, so I'm just gonna go to the temple and relax and meditate. I want to pass up on the goods.
I gotta put my new armor on.
Okay.
How do I?
I do want to say that, just as Olimar, you would know this, and we could retcon it if you transmission this information, but the Emporium does not take money as payment. In fact, it trades in other, more magical forms of payment.
Yeah,
so,
but if it's 10 gold to get out there, I don't have enough.
You do have 22 gold, but it's your choice.
No, I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable like leaving myself so little. You know what I mean?
Hey, Connor. Okay. What kind of armor was mine upgraded to again?
You have A17 AC now, so.
Okay, so armor. So is it just a plain armor? Is it or is it
You mean Iris's?
Yeah, no, for mine.
For you? Indicate it. This is a homebrew armor.
Well, because I mean, I can customize it. So I'm just is it just like a plain breastplate, or is it like?
How do you customize it?
You should be able to click on it.
You can set it as plain breastplate. You can, if it allows you can add descriptions to the item.
Yeah, I will.
But it will give you 13 plus AC plus your dexterity.
Okay. Oh, you said 13?
Customize?
I thought we said. Hold on. Let me.
13, I believe, is what I said.
Okay. Yeah, it probably is. So, Ryan, if you add it, you should be able to click on it under equipment, and you can click customize. And you can, name it and stuff like that. Connor, this is saying that it's 14. And it won't let me change that, though.
Yeah, just put a note.
I'm just putting a note on it.
Or hold on, I'll just remove that one. And I'll find one that is 13. And I'll just or rename it.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Since I can rename it, might as well.
That's a pretty good idea, actually.
Hey, do you remember what page? Never mind, I found it.
And the only magic items I have are that scimitar, which is magic, technically, sort of, and my box.
Scimitar. It isn't a magical item. It's actually just an exquisite item. It's an exquisite weapon, which means it's just better crafted.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah, so all I have is my box. I like. Oh, wow.
Right. As Lai turns away, the ferryman says, "Oh, all right. I'm not trying to. All right. Just right now, for the two of you, it'll be 5 each, so 10 gold total for there and back again. Twist my arm here, but I hate to turn a customer away."
Okay,
There we go.
That's cool with me.
I got a half plate now. That gives me 17 AC. I had to find
Nice.
armor.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, essentially, it's like chain half plate. I'd say that's the best way to describe it. Because half plate gives you, or chainmail gives you 16, and then half plate, I forget what it exactly gives you, but together they're pretty good combo.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So sure. I mean, I'll look at Iris and be like, do you want to pay the 5 gold?
You guys want to split the cost?
Yeah. If we split the cost, I'll do it.
Alright, I'll split the cost.
Okay. I went ahead and I removed it. My
All right.
5.
So yeah, 5 gold from each y'all, and then as you get on the ferry, he nods and says, "All right, all aboard, and let's get moving." And so you two ship off, and you arrive at the Emporium. In the meantime, Olimar, the Crystalix, the shop owner, tells you that, as he tells you about these items, he says, "I will offer you any one of these magical items for no money, I promise, but for rather the low price of your luck." He smiles.
My what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your luck, sir. Not very expensive, and I assure you, nothing to worry about. Everybody is luck in one way or another.
Not very lucky to begin with, anyway. Fuck it, what? Sure, why not?
He smiles and says, "So, what would you like? If you want, I can just simply write down the list of magical items he offers in the Skype chat. That'll make it easier."
I was gonna take those bracers of archery.
All right. So he picks them up in his left hand and offers his right hand out to you in a handshake to seal the deal.
Shake his hand.
All right. As you shake his hand, he hands you over the bracers, and as you let go, you feel a tingle between your fingertips, as if you're zapped by static electricity. And he smiles and says, "The deal is done. Hope you enjoy your braces, good sir."
Thank you, sir. Also,
And
could I ask you a question? Or could you do me a favor? I take out my box. And
He
I
looks
put it on the couch, and I say, "You have any idea what this is?"
He immediately starts backing away and says, "I recommend you put that away right now, sir. It would be I'd be quite appreciative of it." You can see fire and fear in his eyes as he backs away from the box on his counter.
Don't
I
open the fucking box.
Grab the box and kind of look at him weird, and slowly put it back in my bag, and I say, "Do you know what that is? Because we used it on a guy, and his soul's gone, or he's dead at least."
Chris looks as he kind of pats himself down, like straightens his vest. He approaches the counter again, kind of blinks. That's an odd thing to be telling a stranger.
Well, look, he tried to kill me, and I didn't.
He holds up his hand and says, "Look, I don't want to know. Let's keep this a strict customer relationship, okay?"
Well, alright. What is the box?
It's evil, he says quite bluntly.
How evil? Are we talking like end of the world if I use it too much, demon? Or just like kind of evil?
He gives you like just a blank, just like stare, and is like, "I don't know. I just don't want it near me. I know magic when I see it, and I know bad magic when I see it, and that is bad magic. I can't tell you whatever sort of cockamamie theories you have." And as he says that, he looks over his shoulder and says, "Ah, more customers. Please come in, come in. What can I help you?"
And do I see Iris and Lai?
Yep, they enter the room, and you see your and the other two. They see their compatriot holding a pair of bracers.
I got these. I think I made the deal with the devil, but that's cool.
I don't care about that white box out. I put it away. You did?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say you put it away. I just assumed it's allowed.
Also, this guy says the black box that we have is evil.
How evil?
I don't know. He was very vague with that. He said he doesn't know.
The shopkeeper says, "I'm right here, and it's kind of obvious how evil it is."
Not to all of us.
Not necessarily. I'm new to this magic thing.
He kind of just blinks and says, "Well, and thank you for speaking the obvious, Sergeant Obvious."
I want to open this box now.
In the meantime, he gestures both Lai and Iris forward and says, "So tell me, does anything you see here interest you?" And he gives you all the same spiel that he gave Olimar. I just put in into the Skype chat all the items that are currently available. Well, minus the braces of archery now. He says the same thing, is that in exchange for one of these items, it'll only cost you your luck.
Only cost me my luck?
That's right, and I assure you it's quite a temporary thing. All luck naturally returns to its owner eventually.
Well, considering the fact that I can't even see the items. The items did not show up.
Hey, there's that helps with thievery.
Wait,
if you can't see the items, Brady, can I just send them to you? Like,
you can Snapchat them, text them to me. It doesn't matter.
I'd have to write it. I'd have to write it all over.
Or just take a just take a picture of it.
Here, I send it to you directly via Skype. That might work.
I think it might just be my Skype messing up.
Okay, then I'll take a picture and send that to you.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Ryan, you can see the items, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Do any of them interest you?
For favor.
What's up? Sorry.
Yeah, I see them. So bracers of archery, which are the ones that Mel bought.
Yep.
Robe of useful items, boots of elven kind, boots of winterlands, gauntlets of ogre power, gloves of theory, cup of water, breathing, and disguise, storm boomer. The boots of winterlands has my attention just because I grew up in the northern region.
Very true. And you, as you grew up there, you would know that the boots of Winterland actually help prevent those who wear them from freezing to death in negative degrees. So, if temperatures are super cold, they will help prevent death via icy.
I don't know when we're on, but I think it might become useful. I think the boots of Winterland.
All right. The shopkeeper holds out the boots or holds up the boots and holds out his hand for you to shake. Sounds like a good deal.
I
Smiles.
grab and I shake his hand enthusiastically. Oh,
All right. He kind of vibrates at your firm grip. He's like, "Oh, okay then. You have a firm grip." As he kind of wrenches his hand free,
Hey.
the same static electricity effect happening to you as he hands over the boots.
I look at Iris and say, "Eat devil."
I am not a devil. I am a shopkeeper. Thank you.
See? That's a lot.
And
I don't know that.
Were you able to get my Snapchat?
Yeah,
ready?
I got it. I'm just thinking.
Very-
I'm thinking.
Thank you.
Okay, so if I may ask, you as
Yes.
a outside of the game, what would
Yep.
what would Gloves of Thievery do?
They essentially give you like a plus. They give you an additional bonus to when you want to like pickpocket people, or when you want to like open like lockpicks, like use your lockpicks to open something.
Okay. And so what is luck? Like
You'll
is
have
that
to find that. You'll have to trade to find out.
no, I don't think I'm gonna take anything.
Bitch.
The shopkeeper nods and says, "It is your decision." And so now for Mel or for Olimar and Iris, you are now aware, or for Mel and Ryan, you're now aware that for the next month, or for the next, or to be exact, for the next 4 sessions, the DM, being myself, I can make either of you re-roll any roll and make you take the lower of the 2 rolls. I can only do this once, though, after which your character's luck is returned to you.
Fair enough.
So throughout any of the next 4 sessions, at
So
one point,
for the next 4 sessions, but for the rest of the game, I have whatever the hell. What exactly do my bracelets of archery do? Is it like
You would know that whenever you wield a bow while wearing them, you gain +1 to attacks and damage.
oh cool.
And so that kind of answers your question regarding luck, Brady.
Okay. I still feel like I made a good choice. I just spent lots of money on gloves. Why do I want to buy more?
Fair enough. You would know that the boots of Elvenkind give bonuses to sneaking, though. Or Almanar would know that, rather, since he is half elf.
Yeah,
The other
Yeah.
2 would not.
it's all good. They probably wouldn't fit me anyway.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure elf feet are a little smaller than dragonborn feet.
Probably. But the shopkeeper smiles as he says, "It's always good to see satisfied customers. And it is clear you all are quite discerning in your purchases. Perhaps I could interest you in any other of these? You may select any one of these items in exchange for some of your skill, perhaps." And so what that means is that if you want another item, all skill bonuses, I can choose one skill, and for the basically for the next 2 sessions, all skill bonuses to rolls. So let's say if you roll athletics, that roll is halved for the next 2 sessions. So, and I get to decide, depending on the character, whatever that skill will be.
Lovely.
So let's say if you have a +4 to athletics, or a +3, or a plus
So like
2 to acrobatics, it'll be halved.
so like for say my deception, I have +6. It'd
Yeah.
be a +3 instead.
Yep, for the next 2 sessions.
Ugh, no, I'm good. Still good. Don't worry. Still don't want anything.
All right then. What about yourselves, Mel and Ryan? I get Brady's being quite conservative over here. He's like, no
Nope.
thanks.
Nope.
I like magic.
oh, don't
I
do
look
it.
at the cloak of useful items, and I say, the hell does this do? What's up with the patches?
Well, as a demonstration, he pulls up the cloak and he grabs the rope patch and he pulls it off, and then where the rope patch was in his hand appears a large coil of rope. Pretty much, if you need something from this thing, he shakes it around in the air. You can pull off a patch and you'll have it. Patches are one use only, though. So as he throws the rope away, he slaps on another patch of the same thing, of another rope patch. Patches are one use only, but there are 30 patches on here. And so, essentially, a rope of useful items is that you have 30 different items on the robe that are represented by patches, in which, when you pull one off wherever you are, you get that item to use however you would want. So that's what the robe of useful items is. Oh, I didn't ever describe the gauntlets of ogre power, did I? So essentially, as long as they are worn, they give the wielder a 19 strength. So.
Jesus, 8. 19.
But, And I think I described everything else, unless I forgot to.
What, me with 19 strength?
Yes.
That would be terrifying.
Give up my skills for two things, so that Iris can be a fucking gigantic demon thing. I kinda say that's alright. I say, if I buy something from you and give it to someone else, is that alright?
And you'll still suffer the penalty, but yes.
Fuck it. I'll take the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength.
Alright then. He once again does the whole picks up the item and offers his hand for a handshake.
I shake it and just smile like a cheeky bastard.
As you shake his hand, you feel a numbness briefly flash across your body, and then quickly dissipates. All right, sounds good. As he hands you the gauntlets of ogre power.
I turn and I say, "Hey, Iris. Happy whatever."
I'm gonna put those on.
Do it.
Okay, so I have to add them into my equipment. Yes.
Yeah, just
Yes.
do custom.
And then, so Keith, Mel, can you tell me Olimar's best stats, please, or best skills?
What do I do for this?
My best skills in general.
Yeah, what are your highest skills?
I have a 5 in animal handling, 5 in medicine, 5 in perception, and 5 in survival. I also have a 4 in stealth and a 3 in insight.
I see. In that case, for the next 2 sessions, all your perception rolls will be 2s instead of 5s.
That's fine.
Okay. I will mark that down.
And
And then,
I
Wait,
kind of look
Facebook
around.
gauntlets?
Gauntlets?
Yeah.
G-A-U-N.
Oh, GA, that was it.
Gauntlets. And I look around and I'm like, suddenly, I feel like I don't know what the hell's going on as well anymore.
Notes. What was it? Makes my strength 19.
yep.
Yeah. What would be the plus for 19 strength?
I believe it's a +4. Let me check.
A lot. So she's gonna kick things down the stairs, out the door, and into the next country.
Pretty much. And yeah, for 19, it is +4. You are going to be a dropkick machine.
Kicks them in the midsection. Their midsection goes flying.
Ryan,
Their
could
arms and upper legs kind of sit there like.
Could
oh,
you
fuck.
check your
What?
check your overall stats in general?
How do I do that?
Just I don't know.
Wait, what do you want? the overall set.
Because you already have a +4 in strength, so I may have done this for nothing.
No, I mean, or I'd be surprised because most players don't start off with a 19 AC or 19 strength or 19 for any ability. It's rather impossible.
Thanks at 14.
Is strength's at 14? Okay,
Plus
so
2.
why does it say plus? I think it may be because of the
I also have a
fighter.
racial bonus.
Oh yeah.
Racial bonus, and I think there's 2 other bonuses that give me a +4.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, because they get +1 to everything, and her
Yes.
her base is plus what is it?
+2.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah. So she already has +4. So if you want to go ahead and give those. to
Wait.
her.
Okay, sorry.
Weird. I don't know, because she also has the checks for strength and Constitution proficiency.
Wait, so you know the like the pluses you get from race and class, they don't apply to your modifier. They apply to the overall ability.
Yeah. No, never mind. I just realized that.
So
Yeah,
if your strength was 14 to begin with,
Strength modifier is
and 15 would be for as a human, and then what do you get for fighter?
I was confused. It was the +- for saving throws.
Yes. So you'd have 15 strength originally, but now you have maybe 19.
+4.
Yeah.
19 strength.
Just go back to combat. Yeah.
All right. And so if we're ready to continue.
Yep.
Then Crystal X turns to Iris and says, "Well, you have quite good friends. Perhaps you'd like to buy them something as well." As he
So I'm trying to
gestures to the Iris left.
right
Huh?
7. Armor class of 17 with a strength of 19 and a +4 for it now. With a weapon that does a 1d10 damage.
That you're not proficient in yet.
I know, but still.
So you're walking Juggernaut.
Yeah.
At 5'3".
And now I'm allowed for the next 4 things.
Yeah, from the next 4 sessions, you have. Yeah, from the next 4 sessions, you not only have. I can change any one of your roles, but only one. But then also for the next 4 sessions, you have a +2 for perception.
No, you said 2. You said 2 sessions, by the way.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, for the next 2 sessions.
So I am a lot less useful than I was before.
All right, so Iris, there from the items left, is there anything that you yourself would be interested in? I can go over the items again if need be.
I'm looking. Did I get the robe yet?
No. That was the thing I was asking you about.
That's the
Thing that
patch.
you could rip off the patch and have the item in hand now.
Do you think the hat of disguise would be worth it?
Probably
I think I
increases your deception.
levels? I mean, if you guys want it, yeah. But I have. Oh wait, I still has a disguise kit. Yeah.
Sure. I don't.
I
I'll get the storm boomerang for now.
storm boomerang.
Yes.
Fucking boomerangs.
So I'll get the storm boomerang.
All right, same whole shindig. He does the handshake thing. You feel a numbness flash across you as he hands you the storm boomerang.
And I'll give that to Almanar.
All right, tell
Okay.
me your athletics bonus and your acrobatics bonus.
What's that?
His athletics is +5.
Yeah, athletics is
Oh no, it's
plus
+4.
four.
And his acrobatics
Is
is
0.
0.
Is he proficient in either of them?
He's
Proficient
proficient in
in
athletics.
So that means his athletics bonus is a +6.
Oh yeah,
it
it's
is?
+6 now because of your.
Oh yeah,
strength.
yeah.
Cool. So in that case,
+3.
I'm going to for the next 2 sessions, all your acrobatics rolls will have a -1.
Okay.
There we go. Iris's acrobatics
Let's do that. Not too bad.
are now.
So we try to jump out of a building and die.
Don't go jumping from any trees.
Try not to jump across any ravines either. That probably won't go well.
I need you to jump across. I think I'll just sit over here. He's coming. I'll take my chances.
Yeah. What's that? A horde of leeches are coming to kill me? Eh.
Don't worry, I'll stand and fight them.
What exactly does the boomerang of storms do?
Ah, yes. I have it written down right here. So, the Storm Boomerang, aside from functioning as a regular boomerang, which is a 1d6 ranged weapon, it has two charges every day, in which the first two attacks you make of it will do an extra 1d8 thunder damage to whoever it strikes whenever you make a hit. And so note that this is a you can use this twice per day. You can try to get it to do the magical effect a third time, and it certainly can. But you run the risk of destroying the boomerang. And so, but regularly it's just a 1d6 boomerang. So.
Okay.
That makes sense. So 1d6 ranged weapon has a range of like 40 feet. If you want to activate its power, you can do it twice per day and give it an extra 1d8.
Okay, cool. Got it.
That's pretty much what it is. And so, shopkeeper claps his hands happily and says, "Wow, this is the first time that I've gotten that customers are buying so much. It's quite exciting for me, I assure you. It's quite an effort sailing around the continent years after years trying to get people to buy your wares. And such for a simple price either. I don't even charge money. Yeah. And since you all have been such delightful customers, I will show you all my secret wares." He leans in conspiratorially as he whispers it. Secret. And so...
I have a feeling we're going to buy something, and then the next thing I know, we're going to be like the crippled party.
I just have a box. I can kill it. If it's like something that's a demon, I can kill it with my box. Evil beats evil.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, why are we... That's
true. Evil can kill evil. And so he...
Here's this box. No, what is in here? I don't know. Let's open it.
I'm fully expecting him to open a drawer and there's be Krakatoa's ruby.
I thought you were about to say crack cocaine, but...
Just opens a drawer, it's crack. It's like...
right next
to 1 second.
I'm just like... and they're just...
That's in the second drawer, not the secret drawer.
He opens it up and there's just like a drawer full of white powder, almond art, space in it. Leans back up. Perception plus 10.
Perception plus 10.
I want advantage on initiative.
Plus 10 initiative bonus.
What the fuck's going on? But
just everything is either plus 10 or higher.
But forever from now on, I'm just sitting there like. Just
every roll from now on's a nat 20 automatically.
I'm so fucking
the joys of crack cocaine and D&D.
we ask him like, "Hey, Ollie, you doing okay?" I'm so fucking ready.
Wow. I slowly calm down and I'm like 90%, 20% of the time it works every time. That makes no sense. Minus 6 to intelligence.
Minus 6 to intelligence, yeah.
Now I'm just stupid as shit, just like, third. Hello.
And you don't
suffer from addiction. Health is halved until you take it again.
No. That would be too bad. My soul would be gone. I'd die in like the first combat with anything, even mid-tier.
Shit, we're
okay,
cool.
So secret wares.
What are these secret wares?
He places the purple cloth back over the regular wares, as he pulls out from under the counter a glass case. As he puts it on top of the purple cloth, he says, "Now these are rare magical items. You won't find anything like them anywhere else. And let me show them to you," he says with pride as he opens the glass case.
And it sucks our souls away and we die.
Or I'm running from my laptop charger. I'm at 16%.
Okay. In that case, well, I'll just kind of describe what they are. You said Mel's gonna go get the charger right now, or?
Yeah, it's like just right on the other side of this wall.
Oh, okay.
Another end.
Well, in that case, you all see.
Just plug it in right there.
Nope. Awesome, he's back. Okay.
He's back. Plugging it. Plug it in. Plug it in.
Plug it in, girl.
All
right.
Remember that commercial?
Yeah. Do you remember those jokes?
Yeah. Everybody.
All right. So,
No. The one about the guy who learned English.
All right. So inside the glass case, if everybody is ready,
yep.
Yeah,
you see the first item on the far left is a skeletal arm, but instead of being made out of bone, and this is a complete arm including a skeletal hand, it appears to be made out of some shiny silvery metal. The next to it, on its right, is a leather tome, a large book covered in a mysterious leathery material. You can see in the center of the book, in the center of the cover, is a little iron pin, just stuck there. Next to it is a shining golden dagger. The blade itself is quite plain looking, but the hilt and the pommel are both made out of what appear to be solid gold, and inlaid in the pommel is a ruby. And next to that is a plain cloth bag. It's tied shut, and you can't tell what exactly is in it, but it seems to be quite full. And finally, on the far right is a golden circlet, basically a golden band of metal that is meant to be worn on the head, and at the front of the circlet is an opal that is a pearlescent opal that shines with many colors. The shopkeeper looks at you all and says, what do you think, huh? Some pretty cool stuff, yeah?
What does it do? What do any of these do?
Well, that's a good question. I'm not exactly sure. I can definitely guarantee of their magical power. At least I think I can. He kind of seems unsure as he looks at some of them. Oh, but to make this one a little bit clearer, as he picks up the little cloth bag, he opens it, and inside you see humanoid teeth. This one's full of teeth. I'm pretty sure they're magic. And so he kind of shows it to you all as just to display the validity of what he's saying. See, teeth. And he shuts it back. He ties it back shut and puts it back down where he picked it up from. Could these possibly interest any of you? I can assure that they are all magical items of some power. I myself am not equipped to understand what they fully are, but their power will come out as the more they are used.
Cool. Can I do something real quick just to make sure you're... I just want to ask permission before I do it.
What's up?
What the hell they are.
Sorry, what did you say?
I want to detect magic on it.
How do you have detect magic?
Skill.
What?
They're all in the ranger spells.
Okay, so how many of these spells have you decided to select? As a level
Well,
3 ranger, you get to have.
You get 3 spells at level 3.
Okay, so which 3 spells do you have then?
I have
Hunter's Mark is the first.
Hunter's Mark, Cure Wounds, and Detect Magic.
Alright then. Which one are you going to cast Detect Magic upon? The Skeletal Arm, the Book, the Golden Dagger, or sorry, did I say golden? It's silver. The dagger has a silver hilt. Sorry. The silver dagger, or the bag of teeth, or the golden circlet. Which one do you feel the desire to cast your Detect Magic upon?
Did we lose them?
I think we did.
I think we lost them.
Hey, Macarena.
Hey.
They probably didn't plug it in properly.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm guessing.
What?
I can see you're kind of hesitant to make any deals with
the devil.
With the shopkeeper.
With the devil. No, I'm
It's
good.
not a devil.
No, I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. Well, just the only thing that I saw that I would have even come close to wanting was the gloves. But I just spent so much money on my gloves. I was like, I've already got 1 set of gloves. I don't need 2 sets of gloves.
I mean, fair enough, fair enough.
And then,
You sure you don't want the Boots of Elvenkind? They do give +1 to stealth.
no, I'm good. I don't want to lose any skills or luck or.
Hey man, you do you. I respect your decisions. So, this is a fun way for me to implement like magic items into the game.
No, you're good. No, Lai's got an organization to run now. He's got to be thinking of the future, bro. And especially losing your luck, pretty much.
Luck is a pretty big part of a rogue's life, I'd say.
Yeah, they asked if the call dropped, so I'm gonna re-invite them. Actually won't even let me add people. Maybe we need to remake the call.
I'll do. I think I can do it. So.
Okay.
All right, I'm adding them. No, didn't let me. Okay, yeah, I'll just restart the call.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going, bud?
Hey. Long time no speak, bro.
I know, dude. It's been years.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna add them.
Okay.
Heck, I'm trying to add them, but it's not letting me.
Let me see if it'll let me add. Nope, won't let me. Here, do you want me to make the call?
Yeah, why don't you do that? Call them first and then add me.
Okay. I don't know if that's the right one. How do I call? Let's try this again. Okay, let's try calling Connor. this again. No. Okay. Maybe it's my Skype? That's so fucking weird.
Hello?
Hello. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but Ryan is not part of the call.
Yeah, let me add him real quick. Oh, now there's 2 Ryans in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hello? Hey.
Hey! Alright.
I think it was my Skype that dropped everything.
That's all good. It's like good old country Wi-Fi, right?
Oh, yeah. So.
Well, in the meantime, so Mel, you said you wanted to cast Detect Magic, right?
Yeah, I don't think I can though. I have to be able to sense the magic in the first place to do it.
These items are you get a distinct from the case. From the items in the case, you're getting a distinct magical feel. You can't really like discern it from one from the other, but you're getting the magic vibe. So if you want to try casting it on one of them, feel free.
Okay. He put that bag of teeth in my face, so I'm gonna just cast Detect Magic to see if he's bullshitting on the teeth and just trying to get rid of them.
Alright, then I guess roll Arcana.
Okay.
So since I had to go throw them on here, what kind of items were there? Are they in a... I was here for the skeleton arm.
It's a dagger.
So it's it's a metallic skeleton arm. It is a leather tome, a leather book with a iron pin in the middle. It is a silver dagger, a bag of teeth, and a golden circlet with an opal.
18.
So, 18. You can tell that these teeth, when consumed, so pretty much you take a tooth and pop it in your mouth, it will restore a total of 1d4 plus 4 HP.
That's weird.
That's not bad though.
That's not bad though. I don't think we're gonna get enough fight, and that was only one spell. I still have 2 more. Do you want me to cast Detect Magic on something that you might be interested in?
The necklace.
The circlet?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have 2, or
I have
as a
one.
3rd level, how many spell slots do you have?
After this, I have 1 left.
Okay, so which one are you going to do it on?
Circlet.
Okay. And in that case, so cast Arcana, or roll for Arcana.
Nope. That's a natural 1.
Oh. I mean, you're getting no more of magical vibe than any of the other items.
Wait, Mel, do you have inspiration? I remember. Did you use it
I
already?
do. I haven't used mine yet. What the hell does that do?
You can re-roll any roll you want.
Okay, I'll just re-roll this.
Alright.
Re-roll, go! No, 8.
Yeah. You're still getting the magical vibe, but you feel that the magical vibe is kind of coming more from the other items and less from the circlet.
Okay. Alright. Lai, do you want me to use my last spell on it, or do you want me to save it just in case?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm not gonna buy anything.
Okay. Well, then,
Lai's being frugal today.
Even though it's not costing him any money.
I say, hey, what would it cost us to buy one of these items?
Your soul,
shopkeeper...
Chekhov. This your soul.
The shopkeeper grins and says, "Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, I'm mostly a seafaring individual, and so it is rather difficult to come across magical items such as these. And so that's why I sometimes have customers assist me in acquiring new magical items. Essentially, if you get me one of these, it's a simple contract, really." As he pulls out a little piece of parchment, or pulls out a page of parchment. This contract ensures that at any time, or at once, or pretty much, the contract says that it's a favor contract, where essentially, if you choose one of these items, he will ask for you to get him another item further down the road. And so, pretty much, you give him one now, and then further down the road, you'll get an inkling that I'd like another. And you'll get an idea of where it is and what it exactly looks like.
And then after that, it's done?
That's it. It's done. That's all.
Mm.
I mean, of course, it'll require you to ensure that it's brought to me, either by your person or by shipment, stuff like that.
By carrier pigeon.
Hey, that too. Simple
The
contract, no fine print, as he shows you.
Do
That's
you
all it
get
is.
any of these things?
Curious about that.
Sorry, what was that, Ryan?
Oh, he was asking me if we liked anything. I was like, I kind of like that circlet. You like you shiny.
I asked the shopkeeper, so you don't know what any of these things do, other than like that they're somewhat magical.
Okay. He kind of looks at them. I can give you a vague idea. I'm sure you already have some as he looks at you. As he looks at Olimar. Bag of teeth, they can kind of heal you. Or they heal you. As for the dagger, and let's see, for the dagger, its blade is pristine, one might say. Immaculate. As for the circlet, well, it does hold some power. Not sure if it's either to help with helping a caster focus their spells, or gather the fortitude of a defender. As for the book, that is a very rare tome, in fact. Only 4 of it exist in the entire world. And I'm told its powers are quite unlimited.
That's mouth.
And finally, for the skeletal arm, it is in fact a prosthetic, and its pieces are scattered, and its proper pieces are scattered throughout the land. With each piece, it is rumored that the strength of its wielder will grow. All of these items are quite ancient.
So eventually, you just be a skelly man, like really strong. I have a feeling that might turn you into a lich, and I don't want that.
It's more the arm itself gets like pieces, like armor over top of it, not that pieces of skeleton, you know.
Oh, okay. I was like,
It's like an exoskeleton.
Essentially,
you're gonna have to cut someone's
the shopkeeper does say, well, the contract is the initial price, but it will cost you an arm and a leg. Just kidding. Just your arm. But, I mean, I can put it on right now if you so please. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like holding my.
Oh, and you can. The skeleton arm is a right arm. So pretty much these items are all either scalable magical items, or they're like one and done. And then one of them also might be completely useless. I'm not going to say which.
The dagger.
I am going to go ahead and say No, no, I'm not letting you. Then how are you gonna wear the?
What was that?
He wants to cut off his arm. Stop.
Skelly.
No attached to skelly arm. Stop it.
It's
You're
quite.
strong enough today.
The shopkeeper says it's quite harmless, I assure. Or it's quite a painless procedure, I promise.
I'm not making you any stronger. I don't want to see the day that someone mind controls you and you turn around and kill me.
In one punch.
Well,
Yeah.
Iris can always make her own decision, her own bargains, but
Yeah, if you want to make your own bargain and cut your arm off with a skelly arm, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and say, fuck it. I'm casting my last spell for the day, and I'm gonna cast it on the tome. I'm gonna cast detect magic on the tome.
all right. But roll for Arcana.
Go. No.
Uh,
2.
Ooh, you can tell that this item is definitely magical. And aside from that, you just look at it, and the leather seems quite old, and very, very old. That's it.
Are you gonna let him cut your arm off so you can get the skelly arm? If not, we might as well just get the tome because I want the tome.
I mean, y'all can both get it, and I don't.
True. Everybody can do a contract.
Just get. Everybody can do a contract, and then we could all just, if he calls off, just go do it.
Well, I mean, it is for everybody's own decision. So, I mean, if Olimar wants to get something, Mel, you can decide it. And if Iris wants to get something, only Ryan can decide it.
Yeah, that's it.
And I doubt it, but if Lion wants to get something as well, it is in your full power, Brady.
Last can go sit in the
Yeah.
corner.
He's gonna sit on top of a barrel and just watch the lunacy. Why am I here?
I should have just went to the fucking temple.
Contract. Give me the contract.
Oh.
Read it over.
Okay. As he hands you the paper, it's quite simple. It says, I, and then there's a line for an individual to put their name, blank. So I, blank, agree to assist, sorry, what's the guy's name again? Assist Crystalix, if I blank agree to assist Crystalix within all of my power to obtain and deliver any one item that Crystalix desires. And then it says, after the desired item has been delivered, the contract is complete. All that this contract is for the payment of one unique magical item, and then there's a little X for you to sign at the bottom, and then underneath there's one for Crystal X to sign as well.
Alright. Fuck it again. I want the tome.
The tome, good choice. He hands out a quill for you, or he hands out a quill for you to write down on the parchment. Don't worry, it's one of those fancy new quills. It uses its own ink.
I swear, if it cuts into your hand, I'm leaving.
Sign.
All right. And so you write your name at the top, and as you sign your signature at the bottom, you feel a faint stretching. You feel a faint scratching at your forearm, and as you look at it, you see your signature written in your arm before fading back into your skin. Chrislex says, "The deal is signed," as he signs his own signature and rolls it up, and rolls up the parchment. The tome is yours, good friend, as he gestures for you to take it.
Thanks, Dolores.
Cool.
Kind of was inspired. All right. So, yes.
Did you make it up after I said it?
No, I already had that planned, actually.
So I just know you. Okay, cool.
There you go. And sorry, what was that, Mel?
Can I open this in here, or will it, kill us?
It's your tome. You can open it.
Okay.
Nothing's
I
holding
open it?
closed.
I'm gonna leave the
All
room
right.
first.
All right, great. As Lyra leaves the room, Olimar opens the tome, and on the inside, the first 20 pages is complete scribble. Like you can't decipher whatever is scritched on the inside in ink, and you can't really tell what it is. Looking at the other pages, they're all blank. And as you shut the tome, the iron pin, or as you shut the tome, the iron pin on the front just kind of sits there. And the tome feels quite heavy, as it is a very old, leathery book. And so you now have the Tome of the Iron Pin. So indicate that on your inventory.
I have a lot of magical stuff now that I don't know what it does.
Well, actually, and as you hold it, for you to understand what it does, you will have to attune yourself, which essentially means for the next month or so, you'll have to kind of wield it and hold it, or just hold it and kind of keep it with you, trying to understand what it is.
I'll go before this all ends. I'll go over to Martin and see if he can make a little holster for it for my side.
Ooh, good idea.
Wait, didn't he give you that satchel that you can just carry it around in?
He did give me a satchel, but that's for my doggy arm.
But when you put the arm on the dog, it's gonna be empty.
Okay, fair enough. Never mind.
All right, but since pretty much after this whole shopkeep, there's still one final month for everything, or for the whole for the session. Pretty much, I'm gonna let you know what it does now. It gives you a +1 to all of your spell casting. So for all your D20 rolls, when you want to cast let's say the arcane
all of my offensive stuff.
Yeah, and so ones that require roll to hit or roll to succeed, those will get a +1, and as will your cure wounds, where it'll also give a +1 HP. Hunter's Mark will not be affected though.
Yeah. Oh, so that's a D8 +4 now. My detect magic is now +1. That's great, actually.
There you go.
Also, just as a thing, just so you know, the Ranger class has 2 subclasses that, spell slinger subclasses.
Ah, I see. Okay.
That get specific spell casting stuff that doesn't technically count towards our normal or allotted amount of.
Okay, well, I get what you mean. So, I mean, if you want to go down one of those paths instead, we can retcon it now that you have a magical item. Oh, you are? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
in that case,
Gloomstalk and Horizon Walker. One's kind of the the Arcane Trickster Thief.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of subterfuge and shape-shifting and stuff.
Yeah, that works.
And the other one's a paladin, basically.
Yep. Oh, fair enough. In that case, Iris. Yeah, we'll see what Iris would like to get first, if she would like to get anything. Iris, take it away.
I'll pass.
I'll have a blood pact with the devil now. Hello.
The shopkeeper once again insists, I am not a devil. I'm a shopkeeper.
Are you sure? I've heard stories about deals with the devil. This is how it goes.
Unlike the deals for the devil, I'm not asking for your soul. I'm asking for a magical item. But
if you
anyway,
want a soul, I give you the one inside this box, and I pull out the box again.
He looks at you with narrowed eyes and says, put that away now. Consequences will be separate otherwise.
Okay. Put it back in the bag. I'm sorry.
Thank you. And if that is your decision, ma'am, I must regretfully close the case and bid you all adieu. Unless you would like the skeleton arm. Mm-hmm.
Damn, bro. Okay.
Okay,
I'm just messing around, man. If it's your decision and you don't want it, that's cool.
I do have a
That's
question.
just a shopkeeper being insistent. What's up?
So could he wear the gauntlets and have the skeleton arm?
Certainly. Yeah, I mean, it's only one arm, so the other one can still wield the gauntlets.
Okay.
And, I mean, you can wear clothes over the skeleton arm anyway, so...
Yeah.
Did Brady take the skeleton arm?
No, I'm not taking the skeleton. Dude, I'm outside the room. Like, I walked out. I was like, Lai was like, he's like, I want to go to the temple already. Just let me out.
Like, Lai's already, like, waving down the ferryman to come back, you know? He's like, get over here!
I'm like, hey, Lai, you're a lightning dragon, right?
Yes.
Can you swim?
No.
No?
No.
You want to learn?
No.
That's terrible. Well, in that case, Iris. Alright, so the shopkeeper bids you all adieu and says, I wish you all a wonderful day and enjoy your newfound items. And I'll be seeing you again, Alamar, he says.
Don't say it like that. You need to learn work on your delivery. You sound like the devil. Stop it.
I'll take that into mind. Thanks, he says sarcastically. And, as that happens, the ferryman arrives on his boat, and,
Lai runs on him.
I think I'm gonna call that guy Satine.
Satine, his name is Crystalex. Thank you.
Hey, just so you know, we do have a thieves guild, so whenever, you need to find that item, we can just send out the guild.
We could do that. I've never thought of that. Granted, I have everything in my power, so I'll send those guys, and then I'll go get it myself.
Exactly. See?
Mars over here like, yeah, sure, contract, all right.
Whatever.
And then as Lai's leaving the room, he's like, I'm just gonna send some guys to find the item. I'm too lazy to go get it.
I mean, only if Lai had signed the contract, he could have done that. But...
No, because I'm gonna offer the help
no.
too. No.
Almanar is a very trusting young man.
Apparently.
It's gonna get
Look,
It is.
Look, Lai will
Very
make
young-
deals with Tiamat. Lai doesn't make deals with the
Goddamn.
devil.
I'm a non-trusting person.
With +4 to a D10 sword. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. And soon when you get your proficiency, even more. But
So true.
that is for another time. I think that's a good way to wrap up tonight's session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait,
For everybody.
so I do have a question.
Yes.
You said that since pretty much the end of this is gonna be like the next time we go, start, it's gonna be another month.
Yeah.
So do we need to figure out how much the Thieves Guild brought us?
Yeah, I'll be working. I'll work out kind of like how much gold,
Okay.
we
get per
Thieves
month.
Guild will kind of accrue. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to stop
so-
the recording then.